Your income. Come on in. We're going to talk all things going live, and monetizing our expertise. So let me know where you're from. Come on in. We're going to get to chatting and connecting. Let me know where you're from, and we will get started in a second. Thank you all for joining. So this again is my monetizing your expertise. We're going to talk all things going live and monetizing when it comes to connecting with your target audience, making sure you are building community, as well as adding value, and then offering a solution to whatever your audience's pain points are. So we kind of talk through that as our structure, so that again, as you are building community, you are leading them towards a solution, which is ideally something that is going to help them in terms of solving a problem. So whatever that pain point is. So we're gonna get started in a second. Let me get my screens moving. Thank you all for coming in. We're gonna get to moving and going in a second. And then I am gonna go to my other screen real quick as well. And like I said, answer any questions you may have. Thank you all who are here. Thank you for joining the live. We're going to get moving quickly. I'm going to do one and done today. I appreciate you. Well, let's see. Good morning, my friends. This is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income. Come on in. We're going to talk all things going live. I think this is my going live. I might have had it where it's my going live with ease and confidence, but it is typically my go live and monetize your expertise. I think I clicked the button too early, so I was not able to change it. Hello, friends coming in. I appreciate you all coming in. Let me know if you have any questions. We're coming in. Thank you so much joining my live. This is my go live, and it's typically monetize your expertise, but I think I have the confidence and ease up there as well. So we're gonna talk all things going live this morning. Appreciate you all joining. Let me know where you're from. If you are new to my live, say hello, say good morning. Appreciate you all joining in. Hello, how you doing, Quotes? Appreciate your friend D-Ray. How are you, friend? Coming into the live. So I'm doing this live. I'm gonna do this one live today because you know it is Father's Day. So I gotta make sure I'm spending some time with my husband, the father of my kids, making sure he's good as well. Thank you for sharing the live. Oh, look at you, Quote Queen, for real. I love it. Thank you for sharing out the live, friend. Thank you for coming in, my friends right here. Make sure you like the live, share the live, as well as comment hello so I know you're in the room. And then, and if you have not subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. You guys on my TikTok, you guys know I am talking to my YouTube people. So we're going to say hi to the YouTube people that are there. And I always make sure I am welcoming all my people. So I appreciate you being here. Make sure you like and subscribe as well, friends. All right, thank you. How you doing, Nika Grace? Look at you. Let me see what my sound's like. Let's do another clap, and I'm going to do one more, friend. Yes, good morning. All of you who come in, appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for all the likes and the shares. And make sure, like I said, if you're from the YouTube, make sure you comment, say hello, good morning. And if you have not subscribed, subscribe to the channel as well. I appreciate all the support. And if you get a chance to subscribe to me and go to one of my shorts, I'll do the same to you where I go to your channel, like and subscribe as well. So we are in our growth season. How you doing, side hustle? How you doing, Happy? How you doing, Happy? Coming up in here. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for that daily heart me. Graducate, how are you? Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate your Vivian. I see your friend. Come on in. We are going to do this live this morning. Appreciate you all joining. So this particular live, what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to do the one for today. So I'm going to do the one, and then, because normally I come back at 4, but I figure I'll do the one and connect with you all, and then I will be back to my normal schedule tomorrow, realizing that today is Father's Day, so I got to make sure I don't ignore my husband, who has been so great and gracious with how I've been doing this, and he's been holding down the house. So I got to make sure all is well. My mother-in-law, she's here. My father-in-law, they're here. They're doing dinner and all this other stuff. So I got to make sure I'm present, y'all. So that's the plan for today. I'm gonna do my 10 right now, and then I will stay on probably for about an hour and a half, and then I will have to do some family time. Hopefully everybody's doing well, and to anybody who is celebrating Father's Day, happy Father's Day to all of you as well. I appreciate you all being here with me for this time. So thank you so much for joining. So we're going to talk, I always like to share information about, how to make sure you are going live. That's what this is all about. Hello, Luna. Thank you so much. Thank you. Happy for the popular vote as well. Appreciate you all. So I like to share value. I want to make sure you guys are getting any questions answered, as well as supporting any steps in this journey of going live, okay? Because I want you to go live and feel confident in your ability to do so. Tanya, how are you, friend? Hello, hello, all that are coming in. So if you're new and you're like, okay, should I stop? Should I listen? What's going on here? I typically talk about going live with ease and confidence. My morning live is my monetize your expertise, but well, it was technically, I'm gonna be honest with you, it was technically by accident because I hit the go live button too quickly. In my haste, I didn't change my title, but we're gonna go with that title because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. Helping you go live with ease and confidence, friends. So that's what we're gonna do today. That's what we're talking about. Thank you so much for the Daily Harmony, Mary. Thank you for joining, friend. Everyone who is in the room, I appreciate you being here this morning. We're gonna like the live and share. You say yes. That's what it is about. That's what it's all about. So, ironically enough, I say, okay, the morning time is about strategy. What are you doing? My afternoon is about confidence and ease. But at the end of the day, you got to do this with confidence and ease, whether it's the morning or the afternoon. Okay? So you got to understand what you're doing and feel confident in your ability to do it well and do it successfully. I followed your strategy and have reached one. Wait a minute. First of all, no way. Luna. Luna, how long you been on this app? It's been like a hot 2 weeks, ain't it? Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations, friend. You hit that 1K quick. No, it's okay. No, like a month. I exaggerated. Okay, gotcha. You say, no, it's been like a month, Dr. Lisa. No, don't give me all that. Well, good job. Awesome. Well, what did I say? I think I said it like, okay, you're close to 1K because what were you at? Like right at around 200? You and Halaki told me what to do. Exactly. That's it. That's it. That is it. So, yeah, you were under 200 when we talked. You were about 200 away, close to. And so, yeah, that, okay, 800 you said, do. Yes, that's it. The follow trains. Yep, yep. Now, again, now I don't tell you to go there forever, okay? That is not the objective. It is a means to an end. You're trying to hit a goal, okay? That's what that's about. It is not about, you said, right. Because I tell you all the time, you lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas, so you're going to have a whole lot of things going on. But it is helpful if you're trying to hit a milestone. That's all I'm saying. It is a way to get to where you want to go, and then you get off that train. That's exactly what you're doing. You do not stay on the train. You get off. Exit. Your stop is ahead. But you told me earlier this week, so the train, and you will hit one. You did. You did. Wow. Wow. Sometimes people don't do what I tell them to do. So, so I was like, wait a minute. I love it. I love it. So congratulations, Fred. So yeah, you did hit the 1K. So a couple of things that just happened. You're able to have a clickable link in your bio. So keep that in mind. That's something you get. I said yesterday, I think Nika Grace asked the question about what happens with 1K. There's some other, if you, you said, what is the train? Quote, you're like, wait a minute, what you tell her to do, Dr. Lisa? Give me 1 second, Quote. I'm not going to leave you hanging. I'm going to tell you what to do too as well. If you go really quickly, Luna, if you go to, I think they moved things up high. So if you go on TikTok Studio, so TikTok Studio where the tools are, look at where it says account check, that line of things. One of them is called benefits. There's a where account check is at the top of the screen, and there's some other box. The Creator Academy's there, promoting your page, your content is there. The other one is benefits. Click that box that says benefits, and it will tell you for you where you're at in terms of your follower count, and then what benefits are open for you. So the benefits box, and then this is for everybody in the room, if you never click that box, that's essentially what it is. It's telling you what benefits you have available, okay, and where you're at, okay? And then it gives you a chart to say, okay, here are the other milestones for you to get to with your follower count, okay? And then it'll check off, it'll give a little checkbox about the things you've gotten benefits for. So yeah, so definitely check that just so that you know. Nika Grace, I hope you're in the room. I hope you heard that because I think you did ask that question. And so I didn't answer it that way. So yeah, go to the benefits and you'll see what benefits you unlocked at 1K followers. The other thing is TikTok Shop for the pilot program. You can unlock that 1,000-ish. Let me say 1,000-ish because it doesn't automatically unlock at 1,000, unlike having a clickable link in your bio. And the clickable link in your bio, I don't know if it's going to be under benefits, to be honest with you. It may. I don't think it's listed there. I think it's just something you got to know if you know. Okay, so I don't know if it's listed under benefits, but 1,000-ish followers if you're trying to have pilot, the TikTok Shop pilot. Are you looking to do that, Luna? Let me know if that's what you're looking to do. And if you are, you want to go ahead, you say yes. So you want to make sure you do an account check since you're on that screen that I'm telling you to go to. Make sure you do an account check so that all your content is in good standing. Make sure you also check for any banned accounts. I need to set up a strategy call with you. Okay. Okay. All right. Sounds good. You just go in and just find some time, whatever is available. I think I have like 2 weeks because at the end of the month I'm traveling, so maybe 2 weeks now that is over. You said I probably have banned accounts, so definitely check that. Now, to your point, you're right. You probably do have some that you've collected along the way. So make sure you check probably twice a week. So go check today, go check tomorrow. You may have to get back on a train for a little bit longer, just so you can get your numbers a little higher, but not forever. Okay, so just say so you have a little cushion, 1,500 cushion. What might be something you might want to go. So I'm just saying. So it depends on how you want to pace yourself. It's just up to you in terms of how you want to pace yourself. But that may be what you need to do just to have a little buffer. I just so desperate to get it to 1K. Yeah, so 1K is a great. You did awesome. You did really great. Now, again, if you're trying to get there, you may have to give yourself a little bit more. Also, what I do believe, if your account, you said 1 month, if your account was under 30 days, and I think this is probably very true. I don't know if anyone can verify this or not, but if you had like a brand new account, what was it? A brand new account in the month of May, and then you did your 1K, they usually make sure your account is at least 30 days old before you can get into the program. So I'm going to say, that's what I'm trying to say. So if it's over 30 days old as a new account, you should be good, but just keep that in mind. That may be, like if you're right shy of 30 days, then that may be another wait that you have to do just to get to at least 30 days. I think that's the other thing that you want to keep in mind. But typically, you got to make sure you're not having banned accounts. You have to have that 1K mark. And then the benefits thing will tell you too, because it will show you, I believe it shows your actual number count, or it definitely checks off what you're eligible for. Good morning. Appreciate you all being here. Quote Queen, let me give you some tea. I'm gonna give you a little bit of the tea, friends, so you know exactly what was just being discussed and what Luna just did. Hello, Dr. Lisa says the best follows quality women. And there we go, friend. There we go. I got you, friend. So here's what I want you to do. So, well, let me understand something real quick, friend. You're 1,400, manifesting abundantly, effortlessly. Love that viral live host. There we go, friend. There we go. Let me ask this, friend. So, quick question. Are you in TikTok shop? Maybe that's the first question. And then do you have are you looking at a particular milestone or goal? So what Luna was doing, and this is where I share how you doing the truth. You said, I'm coming. Look at you got that level 2 blue box. You've been in these TikTok streets. You've been out doing some stuff. You know what? You remind me. I'm gonna tell you this right now. The true SMF, Luna. She reminds me. Say yes. She reminds me of you when you came to my live for the first time. She did exactly what you did. You said, "But wait a minute. Let me listen to this woman." She came in yesterday with none of the labels. None of the labels. Okay, let me tell you. So she has zero labels. She listened to me, and before she left, she had a blue box, she had the orange box, and she was a sub. That's exactly what Luna did. So you might want to. I got them right. Luna did the same thing. Luna was like, wait a minute, let me get this. Let me get myself together. This woman is telling me too much. Blind as a bat yesterday. Luna said I understood the assignment. That's exactly what just happened. Oh, you guys are funny. Oh my gosh, that tickled me. The truth, she said, let me come back today. Let me see what this woman's talking about. So the true SMF, stay with me because you need to hear this because I'm about to give Quote Queen. I'm about to share what I shared with Luna because Luna had a goal to get 1K followers. Now the Quote Queen, and you, the true SMF, you guys are not in this boat because you guys have ample followers. But well, let me see. Wait a minute. The Quote Queen, you might. I have a shop, but I haven't promoted it. I want to get to 5K. Okay, gotcha. Hey, New, what are the boxes for? How you doing, friend? Shakira, how are you, friend? The boxes. What boxes? Are you talking about the boxes up here? TikTok just gave us a flash go to. Let's see, heart puffs. We'll do that. Anybody in the room? So we need 5 heart puffs, 1 per person. That's how it goes. 1 per person. Which boxes? This box here, if that's what you're asking, is what I call TikTok's commercial. This is where they have different ads that they're running, telling you what's going on when it comes to the being in a live room. So that's what it is. 1 more heart puff. Appreciate you guys so much. We are almost there. Thank you so much. So that's what that is. But let me know which box are you referring to. Is there one in particular? The blue, red, and sub. Oh, those boxes. I'm sorry. Stay with me, friend. I got you. Stay with me. And I'm going to give you some homework. So really do stay with me because I want you to make sure you have words in your bio. We're going to get you right before it. But as I talk about what I shared with Luna, this is going to help you understand why you need those boxes too. But what I did yesterday with the True SMF, the boxes is what you want to get when you come into a live room. You want to make sure you're an engaged person. So your account's fairly new. You don't have a bio yet. You haven't stopped to write a bio yet. So we got to make sure you have a bio. Make sure you are actively engaged in a live. Ambrose, how are you, friend? Okay, so I got you, friend. Give me a second. I'm going to get you there. Okay, so back to the Quote Queen. The Quote Queen, your goal is to get to 5K. You said something else that I just wanted to make sure I understood, again, what you were sharing. You said, I have a shop. Meaning that you have a business account and you are promoting maybe your own personal product or service. I just want to make sure I understood that. You didn't mean that you have a showcase, meaning that you're an affiliate and you're under the TikTok creator program and you're trying to promote other people's products and services. So those are 2 different things. So either you're a seller or you're a creator. Business account is sellers, personal accounts are creators. So let me know which one you are. I just want to make sure I understood that. You said showcase. Okay, so you're a creator. Awesome. So you are in TikTok shop already. So that's great. And then you want to get to 5K followers. Okay. So what I explained to Luna and her quest was to get TikTok shop for creators. She wanted to promote other people's products. And she wanted to get into the program, so she's looking to still get into the program. She hasn't gotten accepted yet, but one of the key milestones and criteria for that program is that you have to have at least 1,000 followers to get into the pilot program, and your account has to be in good standing. You can't be following or having banned accounts on your account. I can explain that too if that's something that other people are interested in understanding that process. Ruth, how are you, Ruth? How's everything going? And so she was looking to get to the 1K, and it was kind of a tough role for her. She was trying to figure out what to do, what's the strategy. My friend Nika Grace similar. She's like trying to figure out, should she put a little bit more pressure and just do a little bit more to increase our numbers. And so what I teach in this room is that at the end of the day, you want to have authentic engagement. You want to grow, but you want to grow with intentionality. I guess that's the way I would say it. You want to be intentional about what you're doing. Good morning, Doris. How are you? How you doing, Ruth? Hope you are all well today. Doing well, friend. Thank you so much for being here. And so you want to grow, but you want to grow intentionally. You're not just not going to grow and get anything. My running joke is, if you lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas. That's what my mom used to say. You got to be careful who you pick up along the way, whether it's in real life or the TikTok streets. Okay, so again, that's what it means about make. You said correct. Making sure you're intentional about who you're following. Shakira, this is going to go back to you, because one of the things I teach is that you want to make sure your profile is optimized and that your profile is sharing more about who you are and what you're doing. Part of that is making sure you have a nickname, which is the name we see here, as well as a username. Your username is not the user with all the numbers. That's when TikTok first gives you your profile. You start your profile and you do that where you put a username and a nickname. I'll tell you guys the tea about my name. I just changed it yesterday, like late last night, like Friday, like 11:55 p.m. So I shouldn't have done that. So I have to wait till next Saturday to fix what I did. But I'll explain that in a little bit, because you guys don't see Dr. Lisa up there. So that's what's happening. I gotta fix it, but I gotta wait a week before I can fix it. Okay, so essentially what you want to do is make sure you optimize your profile. So you want to have words in your bio that speaks to who you are and what your page is all about. TikTok expects for you to do that because they use those words. Those are keywords to optimize your profile. And essentially, how you doing, Red? Appreciate your friend. They use that to help optimize your profile, and then they categorize you. So maybe your page is about lifestyle, or your page is about relationships, or your page is about finance and wealth management, or your page is about travel. So those words you put there, they are put in essentially one of those niche type categories. And then when people are searching for that, that's called SEO, search engine optimization, because TikTok is literally a search engine too. It has a lot of the search engine properties because people search for different things that they want. And then there's content, lives, and other stuff that pop up for it. Thank you for sharing, friends. Thank you all for liking and sharing the live. And so put words in your bio to reflect who you are. And then as you're producing content, if you're not producing content, that's another problem, because you always want to have content you're producing. Again, this is a social media and people are searching for content. So you want to make sure you have that. Looney said, "Can you believe I go to TikTok first to search before I go to..." Yes, that's what they want. They're I'm doing the tube right now that's owned by Google, but but seriously, that's what they want. They want to be in competition. Really, let's put this in perspective. You said me too. Let's put this in perspective. TikTok is where you shop now, more so than the A to Z place. TikTok is where you are for your social media, more so than the FB and the IG. TikTok is where you're searching for content and for topics and information, more so than the YT and the G. So just realizing it's taken over all those different players and everything's happening here. And when it comes to going live, I gave a stat the other day where I went to a webinar for TikTok, and they said 1 million people went live. I'm sorry, 100 million people went live in 2024. 46 million of them were brand new. They had a graph chart that said TikTok is where the majority of people who live stream here. And so they're trying to capitalize on that as well. So just recognizing that this is going to be a big player. Now, this week is going to be a pivotal week for us, TikTok in the US, because we're going to figure out where we stand, if there's going to be another extension, or we get new owners, or whatever happens. I think there's going to be another extension. That's my gut, because they're not going to let this go away no time soon. It's doing too much for too many people. And if the right billionaire buys it, they're going to have gold. Yeah, so all that's going to happen to you. You say, oh gosh. You're like, well, wait a minute, I didn't know that. Yes, June 18th, 19th is kind of like the days we're watching, we're paying attention to. I think it's the 18th the extension ends. And rumor has it that it may go dark for a period of time. I don't know if it's going to be 24 hours or less, because they're going to use it as a bargaining chip if things don't go as planned. So that's one thing I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not. Um, we got all about that. Yeah, yeah. It's coming up this week. This is the week. Hello, DD. Appreciate you being here, friend. Yeah, this is the week, so we'll hear a little bit more as the days go on. It's been kind of quiet, but and I think if nothing else, there was kind of positive news that the negotiations with the tariffs and stuff, the two countries have been communicating, and there seems to be a little bit progress there. That was like last week's news. So we'll see what the couple days going ahead. So we're looking at Wednesday, Thursday. We should know more. Like I said, I think another extension. That's kind of what my gut's telling me, because you haven't heard a lot about, oh, here's the new owners, or you know what I'm saying. You haven't heard a lot about that yet lately. So I'm assuming that is still in the works, and they're trying to get approval and stuff. My understanding from what one of the reporters said is that a deal had already been ironed out from the U.S. side. It was just a matter of. Thank you so much, Dee Dee. Appreciate your friend. Happy Father's Day. Thank you so much, friend. Everyone who is celebrating, I appreciate you being here. I said I was going to just do my 10 o'clock, so I'm not going to do my 4 today, so you guys won't see me back later today, because I'm going to do some Father's Day activities. My mother-in-law and father-in-law are here. My mother-in-law is cooking dinner for the men. I guess I'm supposed to maybe help. I'll probably need to help, so we'll see what I'm doing. I love to catch us off guard, hopefully. Favorable this time. Yes, yum. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much, Antoinette. Thank you so much for being here, friend. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so let me go back, Queen. So your goal is that you have showcase, and are you using your showcase? Is that, or did you write already? I think you said you're not doing anything yet. Let me know. What are you doing with your showcase for our TikTok shop? And then you're trying to get to 5K. You're at 1,400 now. And so you're trying to get to 5K. So here is a growth approach. It's a strategy. Now, you don't have to necessarily do a lot as of now. This is probably more for my people who are still trying to get to 1K, who are still trying to get maybe the pilot program. Again, I say it's a strategy if you have a short-term goal in mind. 5K for me, for you, seems a little long term. So I'm not telling you to stay on this train a long time, or quite get on it yet. That's what I would tell you, okay? How you doing, Nakaya? How are you, friend? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in today. So he said, okay, so I'm going to tell you this so you can have it like in the back of your mind, or just take notes to say, okay, if I want to do this, I want to add a little pressure and get my numbers moving a little bit, you could probably do it, but don't do it long. Like I said, it is not for the person who is trying to grow strategically, okay? That's what I'm saying. Because the people you want to be your followers are people you want to be your followers because they're going to engage in your content, that they're looking for your content. So that's a different strategy I give. I want you to be intentional about what rooms you're going to when it comes to live streams. I want you to be intentional about whose content you engage with, because that is for your topic as well as your audience is there. I want you to be intentional in that way. So I have a bigger strategy for getting the right people, okay, to engage in your content, to connect with you, and go into rooms where there is that type of intentional support mindset. So I'll say this, the people in my room quite a bit, you guys, because I teach about it, you guys understand the assignment. You understand how to engage. You know what you should be doing. And as you go to other people's room, you understand the assignment. So people see y'all as people who are like, okay, well, I see the blue boxes. I see what I'm supposed to be doing. Let me connect with these people. Let me understand that these people are going to be people who will support, because when they come in lives, they get it. They do what they need to do. So I say that because I want you to be intentional about it. It's the pilot program, affiliate marketing. The pilot program, TikTok Shop pilot program, TikTok Shop for Creator, the affiliate program is where we're talking about doing the TikTok Shop showcase. And they have the TikTok Shop, they have the Creator Pilot Program when you have 1,000 followers. I think, let me say this differently. I think if you look at TikTok Shop now, they call it all the Creator Pilot Program. I'm not sure if that's a mistake. how it's written, but it is under there as the creator pilot program. It's not really, the pilot program is 1,000 followers. There's limitations to how many shoppable videos you can do a week and how many shoppable lives. Usually it's 5 shoppable videos and 3 lives in the entire week. Unlimited access when you get to 5K followers, when you get to having sales, you can get unlimited access, and that's the full affiliate program. So you can do as many videos you want a day, many lives you want to do as well. So just know that that's the distinction that they have under the TikTok Shop program. So that's what that is. Now I'm gonna say the true SMF. You probably have it, possibly. Here's the deal, because my son, he has over 10,000 followers. I think he has a pretty high number. He didn't have the program. And I think it's really because of his account being that he probably is following banned accounts. He probably has some violations on his video. He needs to do those checks. I actually need to follow up with him about that. I forgot to follow up with him. So I need to follow up with him about it and see if he cleaned up his account. But with that, he didn't have it. But he had the follower number. But he didn't get that, the program was not on he didn't get accepted into the program. So just know that it just depends on what your status is. Let me know if you're interested, because I'll walk through TikTok Shop a little bit more. I'll do a little bit more in-depth conversation about it if that's something you're interested in. Okay, my friends who are here. So let me finish talking. So thank you all who are here. Make sure you are tapping and sharing the live. Dee Dee, thank you so much for joining the live. Shakira, I think I'm about to, so I told you about bio. So I want to make sure you know about updating your bio. Let me talk about the strategy. Bloom Aura, how are Bloom Aura? How you doing, friend? I looked, so what happened? Bloom Aura jumped out at me for a second. I was like, I know that name. Then I had to look at the picture. I was like, oh, I know the face. How you doing, friend? How's everything going? How's your TikTok shop journey going too? Let me know how it's going for you. Yes. Let me know how it's going for you as well. All right. You don't have a bio on this name. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You need a bio on this profile. I know this is your due page, but we need to get you a bio as well. Okay, we're going to optimize this profile. Good morning, Dee. See you, friend. How you doing? Yes, selection by Denise. Happy Sunday, girl. Dropping in to say hello. Thank you so much. I know, working on it. Gotcha. Okay, I got you, friend. Okay. We're going to talk really quickly. I'm going to give kind of the rundown of what you need to do when you go to those other rooms, okay? Doing well. Hope you are too. Thank you. I need your help. You need my help? What? Okay, let me know. Message me. And you need my help with the bio? Is that what you mean? Or are you talking about TikTok Shop? I think you're talking about TikTok Shop. I will do this tomorrow. I probably won't do it on this account. I'm trying to move my live conversations a little bit more to my other account. Yes, bio. Okay. I'll give a bio real quick suggestions real quick here. So should we create a new account? Shakira, for what? TikTok Shop? If you're saying TikTok Shop, thank you. You're welcome. I'll make sure let me, because I got a couple of notes I need to do. Let me see. Let me get my little notepad. Hold on 1 second. You guys, I get to talking and saying what I'm going to do. I'm not at that point. Thank you so much for reaching the goal. I'm not at that point in my time where I had to write notes. As I'm talking, I'm like, I'll get to that. And I forget, I said I was going to get to something and I did not get to it. So let me write a note. I said, so you said bio info. Let me do that. I'm going to tell you that in a second. We're talking about the rooms. We're going to talk about those engagement rooms. So I was talking about that. And then I said, Shakira, you just asked about a new account. And that to me is a strategy conversation. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna talk about that. Let me finish the thought on the grow rooms real quick. Those engagement rooms, that's what they like to be called now. So let me do that. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Make sure you're liking and sharing the live. TikTok will support us with getting more friends in the room. We will, I need to talk about that too, because I want to make sure I answer Shakira's question in a more detailed way. So I'm going to talk about engagement in general. So I'm going to talk about engagement in those rooms. So follow me for a second. because I'm going to talk about engagement in a couple different ways. Thank you all who are all here. Yes, would a new account be better so we stay in our niche with the original account? So that's the answer. That's essentially the answer. So yes to your question. So I give a little bit more strategy surrounding that because again, having another account is just in general. Let me start there then. Having another account in general is a good practice. It's not a bad practice at all because essentially I have three that I'm floating between. And I'm going to explain all three of them. But I have three that I'm floating between. Now, I'm not telling you to do three. Maybe you don't need to do three. But definitely you probably want to have two. Okay? And it's not a bad practice even if you have one account that's your primary, your main niche, and then the other one, because you don't want to mess with your algorithm too much, if your primary is very focused on a topic, a niche, and an audience that you're talking to. The second one becomes that account where if there's a video where somebody's talking about, I don't know, what major events coming up soon. We'll say the NBA Finals because my husband's all into basketball right now. The NBA Finals, and you're like, oh, that Halliburton, let me go look at him. Let me see all his little things. You don't want Halliburton all in your main account and looking at his Halliburton videos. So you want to have that other account that you can do kind of that type of looking, searching. I call it research, whatever you want to call it, where you can have those type of videos. Or if you have some other interest, or maybe your friend is sharing something about some major celebrity, Beyonce, she in concert right now, and so Beyonce is all in your feed. You don't want that in your main account because it will impact your algorithm. Okay, so for me, I told you I have three because I have this is my primary. This is where I do Dr. Lisa, launch your income. I'm talking about monetization. I'm talking about branding yourself. I'm talking about going live, giving you confidence and ease. So that's what this page is about. So a lot of my feed is talking about those things. It's talking about motivation. It's talking about leadership, or not leadership, well, leadership's in there too. It's talking about spiritual awareness. It is talking about money, monetization, and it's talking about TikTok, go live, and content creation. So all those topics kind of populate in my feed. So that's what I'm doing here. Now, my other page, my shop page, because I have Dr. Lisa Shops. That's where somebody asked me about the shop conversation. That's where that page lives. Okay. And that page, I do want to have shop content. I was setting up the shop page last month. So this page, all I was seeing was shop stuff because I was engaging in that type of content because I was trying to help my other account. And I even had to say, wait a minute, let me pump my brakes. I'm doing too much. My algorithm over here is seeing nothing but shoppable content. Okay. The affiliate program, all the stuff was coming here. So I had to switch and move that over to that other page. How you doing, Jim? Hey, I appreciate your friend. So I had to switch and put that over on that page. And so that's what I'm doing over there. Now, my third account, I just told you there's a third account strategy where that account is where I'm using it for my research, for the things I need. I'll also use that account to moderate when I'm doing my shoppable live page because I was using this account to moderate. And so I was telling TikTok in a very intentional way that, oh, I like shop content because I'm sitting in on a 2-hour shop page because I'm moderating for this TikTok shoppable live, which I shouldn't have been doing because that's not what I want for this page. So I end up moving that to my third account to be the moderator, and it can now do that work and tell the algorithm if it's interested in a shop, that's fine, and I'm not worried about it. So just know that that's my strategy. What do you think about what's happening? Something is something serious. Oh, Rocco, how you doing, friend? It is serious, but you know what? I don't bring. So somebody teased me yesterday because somebody said something else about the protest and all that stuff, and then that I don't. Not that I don't have an opinion. I don't bring that opinion here because TikTok is very particular about political views and those type of conversations. So I don't bring it here. Now, if we want to talk on YouTube or if we want to talk somewhere else on the Zoom, I'm happy to share my opinion, but I do have opinions about it. But at the end of the day, I am trying to make sure I stay focused and niched here so that does not impact my algorithm or get me in trouble with TikTok. So that's my guidance and advice on all who are trying to do this. Okay. So I just want to say that out loud. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. How do you keep up with all three? The third one is not really one I'm keeping up with. So really just two, to be honest with you. It's just really the two I have to keep up with. The third one is a non-factor. Let me say that. It's not really factored right now. But the other ones, You said politics on FB only. Exactly. Pick some other platform. This platform, you don't do that here. Just letting you know here, not in these streets. They told us very clearly, like, no, 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 you won't be doing that here. So yeah. Um, so no, I don't really I really don't do the third account as much. So it's the other two. So this is my primary. So I'm here a lot because I do the live in the morning and afternoon, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And then my shop page, like I said, I'm trying to figure out a schedule for that because really this is it's fairly new. Hello, favorite. I see you, friend. Good morning. Favorite, I'm gonna reach out to you because let me say this out loud to everybody in the room. I'm working on another project. So if you've been with me for a while, I may ask you, and it'll probably be my IG group people, but I'll probably send some individual messages to a few people. I'm working on trying to make sure I get reviews from people, just so I can add those to a website landing page. So I'm trying to make sure I have some good reviews to add. So favorite, I was going to tap you, Fran, and Luna, and Nika Grace, and some other people. So let me know if you're willing to do it. I'll send you guys a message. My page is self-help, so while I am researching digital marketing, I need a new account. This is me. Thank you. Happy to do it too. Appreciate your friend. Thank you. Absolutely. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. So the true SMF, your page is self-help. It depends on what your digital marketing is going to be. Are you talking about teaching people about digital marketing, or are you looking to offer a digital product that is supporting people with self-help? Two different approaches, two different things in my opinion. So your self-help could have a digital product, and it should have a digital product that people can access and get support from you. So you really should have that as part of your strategy, where you have some type of solution that you're offering, whether it's a free product. Well, it's probably both in. Well, as in offering a free product and then offering a paid service or product too. So you should have both. Now, if you're saying now I want to do digital marketing and teaching people about digital marketing, teaching them how to create digital products and teaching them all that, then that's different. That is a different page. But if you're just saying I'm researching it now so I know how to add this to my self-help page, then no, you don't necessarily need a separate account for that per se. Use to offer digital products in a self-help way. Okay, yeah. So I don't think you need a separate account. I don't think you need a separate account to offer digital products for your current niche. I think if you had a separate account, you would need to have a separate account for a specific topic and niche. Does that make sense? And if you wanted to have that separate account to start researching maybe different product solutions, maybe you could do that as part of that account, like your research account over there. That could be part of it as well. So it just depends on how you want to use that second account to kind of support building up your first account. So let me know if that made sense. So my answer would be you don't need a separate account to search digital products for your self-help page. You don't. So, and you probably we probably need to have like a one-on-one conversation, because there's a different strategy I would tell you to do for that too. What is the way to earn extra money? Tell me. He said, what is the way to earn extra money? Didn't want to throw off my algorithm. It would be not necessarily throwing off your algorithm if you're searching for self-help products, digital products for self-help. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about the way you would search for that. Like, you want products that are going to be solutions for your self-help page. So I think that's what you're saying. Now, you could Google that too and come across some things. You could go to, there's a couple different places you can go. So that's why I said, which is probably a bigger conversation, yes. But I don't think you're necessarily throwing off your algorithm by showing now solutions. Matter of fact, that's probably not a bad thing to do, because that's going to feed your algorithm with self-help conversations, as well as content creators, maybe hopefully some people who are influencers that have a lot of followers, a lot of comments on their page, and then you can engage with those followers too. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that'll drive attention to your page. So it just depends on what audience you're talking to, who you're talking to, as well as what type of products you're trying to offer for your community. But yeah, you definitely want to have some type of solution. Thank you so much, Quoted. Got it, got it. You're welcome, friend. Rocco, stay with me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to give you like, I think I'll give you broad answers to your questions about how to earn extra money. First of all, how to earn extra money, I'm going to say right now, just go live, friend. Just go live. Okay. So before you go live, you need to put a bio in, though. I'm going to say that first. Because you don't have a bio, Rocco. So put a bio, write a bio so that TikTok knows who you are, what your page is about. Very similar to what I'm saying to our friends here who are looking to grow their community. It is about making sure you let the algorithm know who you are and what you're about and start producing content based on that topic. Because if you go live, people are going to go to your page. They're going to click your bio. They're going to want to know who you are and why you're here talking to me. So that's the first thing. So you got to optimize your profile. Second thing, go live if you, because I think you did have a follower account. Let me look. I think you're, let me make sure. You don't have any blue boxes, so stay with me. Yeah, you definitely have a follower account, so you definitely can go live. So yes, thank you all for being here. So yeah, so you can definitely go live. Let me answer the question for the grow rooms. Rocco, I hope you're still with me. Great. I'll start by following you and staying and watch the process. Okay, friend. I got you. I appreciate you, friend. Um, so let me, like I said, I'm here. Appreciate you, friend. So let me say a couple things because we're gonna talk about blue boxes too, because I want you and Shakira to leave here feeling, like you truly can engage and you kind of know what's going on. Um, Here's what I will say. Engagement rooms, aka grow rooms, that they're trying to change their image and the terminology surrounding those rooms. So this is for quoted queen, quote queen. So I want to make sure I answer that question. Essentially, when you go to those rooms, this is where we started off because Luna said she got her 1K followers. She was following a strategy. What I said to do is that when you go to, it's a true learning curve. It is a little bit of a learning curve, but no, it's not bad. As you get into it, you'll get used to it. It gets better over time. Um, as you, oh, thank you so much. I accept compliments. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, quote queen, here's what I will tell you. When you go to those rooms, you want to go there with a strategy in mind. So, part of it is understanding how to make sure you're connecting with people who are good quality people to connect with. So that's the first thing. If you click someone's photo, it shows their mini profile. You can follow them back. You can see their bio instantly to make sure they have words in their bio. Make sure you know a little bit more about who you're connecting with. And then you can hit the @ symbol. You hit follow, click that @ symbol, and then you write some words. You write good morning, hello. You want to make sure you're not doing the whole gotcha and follow and scooped, all those type of words. Because TikTok will block some of those words, especially if they're overused. And in those rooms, those words are often overused, so people are not necessarily able to follow because of that. So make sure you understand that. The other thing you need to make sure is that the most you can follow in one day is 200 people. So when you go to those rooms, a lot of times people may or may not have come in those rooms already and they've hit their max. So they may click to follow you and say, got you, followed you. And they can't follow you because they've already hit their max. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, the most you can follow is 200. So they might not have followed you. I would say those type of people, they could be doing that innocently and they just didn't know that. Or they could be doing that as a strategy where you are following them, but they are not following you. So their following number is not growing, but their followers are. So they're trying to keep that number lower. That is a strategy to keep that number lower because that means that the For You feed and what TikTok is showing you on that page is going to be, or your following numbers too, is going to be kind of very niched and specific if you're looking at only following people in your area, in your niche. So that's a strategy where you're showing TikTok, I only want to see this. I'm only going to produce content based on this topic. And these are the followers I'm trying to get because of this topic. So that is something that people do intentionally in terms of how you see big influencers. They don't have a lot of people they're following. They're very niched down. Okay. So, so keep that in mind when you go in those rooms. There's a lot of that type of play that's happening. So that is a strategy people will do. If that is a strategy you want to employ, that's up to you. I'm not telling you to do that. But if that is something you want to do where you're trying to be very specific about who you're picking up, then that in itself will you just got to be careful because people will call you out for like fake following back. But that happens quite a bit. So when you go to those rooms, I'm trying to agree on what you say. Okay. Should you audit who you are following now? You could. You could. Got it. Yeah. You could. And here's the other thing. I said the most you can follow in a day is 200 people. The most you can follow on this app is 10,000. Okay? So somebody like me who's at 13, I could never follow everybody who followed me back. I'm over that, I would have hit my number already. So there is a little bit of preservation that you want to think about. So you don't want to just follow everybody, follow for follow. That's a no-no. You're not supposed to do that either. So that's a no-no. But you also want to be a little bit more discerning about who you're following back. Okay, so what I do in my room, when I see people who are engaging in my room, connecting with me, and you come in, you coming back and stuff, I try to make a point. Now, there's probably people I need to catch up with, but I try to make a point to make sure I'm following you, because in that way you are an engaged person. So there's people who come in my room and say, "Oh, Dr. Lisa, can you follow me?" I was like, "I don't know you, so I'm not just gonna follow you because you said to follow you." So recognize that there's some of that you got to kind of think about too. You don't want to get your numbers to 10,000 following. Okay, so you want to make sure you are able to again discern who you want to follow back. On my list every Sunday evening. Do you really? Oh, that's good. That's good. You are over 13 more impressive number. Yes. Do you reference your other page? Do you reference your other page? I do. I do. For my TikTok shop, I talk about it all the time. TikTok shop, Dr. Lisa Shops. Dr. Lisa Shops is the other page. I'm actually co-streaming right now. I do my little YT commercial because you guys know I co-stream on the YT. So I'm literally right here. This is going to be a playlist, so you can go back, download this, look at it. I'll probably make it a playlist tonight because it has to download first. But yes, so I talk about it all the time. This page is Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income also. So same page. How does following like niche help one grow? It's a little bit of a longer growth strategy, but it could. Oh gosh, that let me there's a strategy behind that too. Give me 1 second. Let me write that down. I'm gonna try to see if I can talk about niche following. I'll come back to that question. I'll come back to that. Let's see. Catch up on some of your comments as well. Let me reset the call. Thank you all. I appreciate all the support. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all the gifts. Appreciate you. How do I not stay here? Okay, I got that. I went too far up. Appreciate you. Yeah, so should you audit who you are following? So I don't think it's a bad thing to audit. You definitely could. Look at you, favorite. Thank you so much, favorite. So sweet. Thank you for that. I only have 1K. 1K followers. Is that what you mean? In terms of who you're following. Appreciate you. How does following okay, so that question I wrote down, niche help one grow. So it's a little bit more strategic. You are not human, right? How does following the like niches help one grow? So yeah, I wrote that down. Let me get back to that in a second, Andrea. What is why? Oh, it got cut off. It got cut off on my end. So rewrite your question for me, friend. Reset the go. Reset the go. Let me see. Let's see. You're so sweet. Let's see. Let's see. Thank you. A playlist. I don't know what that means. Oh, a playlist on your page. You know what? You get it at 10,000 followers. 10,000 followers, you can start having a playlist where it allows people to see at the top what are specific topics or subjects that are on your page. So for me, I do need to create a playlist. I was going to create a playlist for beginner live hosts. And so I've done several videos that focus on my beginners. So yeah, you wanna use a playlist if you can get that access. I do have it. I just need to sit down and make those categories for people. You drop diamonds, so it's only fair to give you gems. Look at you, friend. I love that. I love that. You're so sweet. That's that. I said, oh, okay, yes. What is the way you are on? So that what is the way you are on also? The Lori, let me understand your question. Are you talking about the YT? When I said I showed you on YT, I'm on the studio version of it. I think that's what you're asking. Playlist for subscribers. Playlist is not necessarily for subscribers. Subscriber only videos are for subscribers. Playlist is on your homepage of your TikTok. So the playlist is there and people can click to it. With 10,000 followers, you can create a playlist. Stays on your screen while you are on live. The playlist stays on your screen while you're on live. What playlist? In here? I don't know what you mean. When I said playlist, I was talking about YouTube earlier. Maybe that's what you guys are confusing. I said I was going to save this video. It's going to be on a playlist that talks about TikTok and YouTube and going live. So this video is going to be on my YouTube station. I think that's what you're saying. And then I said TikTok also has the playlist feature. You can save videos in a playlist. Still learning how to balance continuity doing a live and greeting viewers. Yes, it's a thing. You got to get used to that. What is WT? YouTube. I was saying YouTube. You heard me say YT? What's YT? I mean WT? YT is what I said. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Oh, that's what YT is. Okay. Okay. Got it. Oh, you guys are funny. You said, girl, you've been saying that initial this whole time. I say the YT sometimes, or I'll say the initials because TikTok gets jealous. So I recognize there's certain things you just got to be careful about what you say and you overuse certain words because of TikTok's jealousy. So I use YT, I use FB, I use the IG. Hopefully y'all know what those three are. YT, YouTube, IG, Instagram, FB, Facebook. So I use those because I know TikTok can be a little funny acting. So that's just me. I apologize if I confuse you. Because people say, the WT? Did I say WT? I don't think I said the WT. But sometimes I talk so fast, so who knows? I might have said the WT, but I don't think I did. Oh, you said, but I'm not jealous. I can share all your good humor. The WB, what's the WB? Is that from? The WB is from, you talking about Warner Brothers? Good morning, Mr. Arlene. He said, just woke up. Appreciate you, Warner Brothers. I'm planning on going live later this week. My first time advisor, advice for first timers. Oh, stay with me. You said, or Fox. Y'all funny. Good morning, everybody. Let me see. First time live. Okay. Y'all got my list growing. Let's see. My list is growing. Okay. Let me go back to my grow rooms real quick. Let me go back because the bio question came up. I got to get to bio real quick too. So, okay, grow rooms real quick. So I told you guys how to connect with people. Quote, let me know if you're still with me, friend. Let me know if you're still here. But here's what you want to do. Let's start again. Okay. So when people come in and give, so Miss Darlene just gave me popular vote gifts. When you come in, this is for those rooms because the chat is chatting. People are moving. People are sharing and talking and connecting with one another. There's a lot of people in the room. So the chat is chatting. So you don't get a lot of visibility necessarily. It is a room, and here's the strategy. I'm just going to say this out loud. He said, let's start again. Thank you for the hearts. I'm gonna say this out loud because I don't want no misunderstanding. That is a room that you're not staying in forever. You go on the train, you connect with people, you do what you need to do because maybe you're trying to get, in Luna's case, she was trying to get maybe I think she had a goal of 200 more people where she was trying to get to the 1K number. So that's kind of what you're thinking. I got a milestone. I need the numbers. I'm trying to get to 1K. I'm trying to get to 5K. I'm so close trying to get to 10K. That type of strategy where you're like, okay, there's a number I'm in earshot of. Let me see if I can do it in the next couple days. That's what we're talking about, okay? That's all I'm talking about here. In this strategy, you're connecting, so you're going to spend time and maybe a little bit of coins. Okay? Thank you so much, favorite. Appreciate your friend. You're spending time and a little bit of coins because that blue box, Shakira, I don't know if you're still in the room. Rocco, I know you're still in the room. My friend Bloom, I know this is your new account. You're still in the room, so you might understand what I'm talking about with the boxes. That's what these boxes are for. The bear is beautiful. It is. So because you don't have boxes, I know, and I'm going to say this to you all, the audience knows that you are not the person that is necessarily doing all the gifting. So that becomes, I'm gonna put that in a little corner parking lot conversation. But that's something that you're gonna have to figure out. Like, how do you want to really engage, especially if you go into rooms like that, because the perception is that you're coming in just to get people, but because you don't have a blue box, people know you're not an engager. Okay, so let me help you understand what I'm saying there, because if you click the number of people in the room right now, and you see people who are at the top here, favorites up there, she's number one. You got quote number two. You got Doris number three. You got Luna number four. You got these top 10, 15 people with numbers next to their names. That shows people who are actively participating in different ways. They're getting points because they're tapping the screen. They're getting points because they're commenting. They're getting points because they're sharing out the live. They click that daily hurt me. That got them some points as well. They are gifting. You see the gifting that's happening. Okay? So people know who you are and what you're about because they see those boxes. So that's part of it. So when you go to those rooms, I say go to those rooms because, again, you got a call sign that's on your profile that says who you are and what you're about, what level you're at, how you engage. Did you click the daily heart me for that live post? So all those things you're paying attention to, and people are paying attention to that. So just letting you understand what the optics are. So if you're going to go in those rooms, you're going there for, first of all, you got a goal in mind. So you get new friends. You've got under the noses. You got a goal in mind, and you are also going in there because you're going to engage by gifting. Gifting is going to give you visibility at the level up here. So you're going to see where people are going to go and give coins, and you're going to tap real slow. Luna, if you don't mind, friend, I just want to do a show and tell. So if you don't mind doing some roses and just do it real slow. Well, slow down, Ambrose, do it real slow. So you're doing it fast. So I want you to hit those numbers right before the circle close. I want you to hit it slow. So see how she's staying up there. She hit it again. So she's staying up there. All she's doing is giving roses. So she's staying there real slow because she's tapping. So she's like, so Luna's still up there. Ambrose came up there. Luna ain't moved, and she only gave 6 roses so far. So she's going real slow doing it. So that's how you do it. That's the strategy. That's what I taught her. She ain't moved. Ambrose is there. Luna's going real slow with her roses. I'm slow. Where are you tapping? Thank you all. So you said I'm slow. Where are they tapping? Where are they giving the gifts? It's like super slow. You do it before the box closes. You're tapping right before that box closes. So favor, you probably going a little fast. So just go a little slower. Right before that box closes, you hit it again. Yep. So that's how you hang tight. You're hanging. You said easy. You mastered it, girl. Thank you. So fast and almost back. That's it. And you go slow. That's it. That's all you're doing. You're going super slow. You're going super slow with it. Now, I'm telling you, and roses are coins, so I'm not telling you just break the bank or anything like that. Just recognize that that's how you do it. And so you see how they were able to stay there because they're going slow. Just hanging up there. Going super slow doing it. Look at you guys. Thank you so much. So that is, that's the strategy. You want to know what the strategy is. That's it. And you decide how many coins you want to spend. You decide, I got to try this with a smile now. Exactly. You decide how you want to do it. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you. So yeah, you decide what you want to do. Luna Lover's Worry. That's it. You go real slow. Before that circle close, hit it again. Hit it again. That's what you're doing. Yeah. Um, and so that's the strategy for those rooms. Because again, you just stay up there. You stay up there, and people are able to see you because the chat is chatting. So you're up there. People click those people. Oh, let me get that. Let me get that person. So that's what's happening. So you grow. So Luna, she grew quickly. She did her. That works out. That works out my patience. Yeah, it does. Yeah, the tapping makes it a lot easier. So my friend Lisa, you said, where are they tapping? Lisa, like, what is happening? So Lisa, you don't have a box next to you. Let me say something. Let me help you understand what needs to happen, friend. Oh yeah, you did. Okay, you have a box down. Yeah. So they were tapping the rows, or they're tapping the screen. Can you say that again? The circle and slow comment. Um. So what did I say? I see it now. Okay, perfect, Lisa. What did I say? You said the circle. So when you give somebody, you see where it says send a gift, and the circle is going. It's like a little clock timer thing, and as it's going around, click it again before it gets to the top. And then it goes around again, click it again before it gets to the top. So that's what you're doing. You're hitting that circle super slow. So you're just paying attention to yourself hanging up there as long as possible. You're clicking it before the circle closes. That's what's happening. And so when you're in those rooms, you're really doing it because it allows you to be visible, and you just stay up there longer. When it says combo, no, I think when it says send, I don't think it says combo, does it? Luna, what were you doing? What? Because Luna, she's mastered this now, so she would be able to understand the difference between combo and send. I think it's, I don't think it's when it's combo. I think it's when, see, she's doing it slower. Luna, I don't know if Luna's getting, are you getting combo, Luna? I don't think so. She's doing it super slow. The roses keep kept by TikTok, or if you pay them. You have to have coins on your account to do the gifting. So let me show you, Rocco. You need to let me walk through that, because I'm gonna walk through that for Shakira and the others that came in. And so when you click, you keep clicking. It says combo. See, I don't know. I don't think you are clicking when it has combo on there. I think you click it before it closes. I don't think so. I got it now. You see me? I did. You got your daily heart, me friend. I saw you, friend. You did it. You did it too. Yes. Okay. Luna said, what did you say, Luna? Luna says, yes, it says combo. That's what Luna says. It says combo. Thank you for clarifying that. Thank you so much, friend. I wait for the combo circle to go all the way around, then I send. That's it. That's what she's doing. Yeah, I knew. For some reason I thought I was still saying send, but you're saying, so I just know I was waiting for it to go all the way around. So I probably wasn't paying attention that it said combo. So I just wait for it to go all the way around. So yeah, that's it. That's it. So that's the strategy. It took me a long time to get to that. So quote queen, you got the strategy now. Okay, Lord, now it says you've earned something that expires today. How do I find that? Are you talking about in the Daily Heart Me? Go back and click the Daily Heart Me. And then see, it's probably one of those boxes that you have to claim. You got to claim your points. Claim your points. That's probably what it is. Or click the points. Yeah, that's what it is, the points. Yeah. I was about to say maybe it's the level up cake, but I think it's just claiming your points. Oh, yeah. So go, yeah, yep, that's the points. Claim the points. Yep. Yep. So that's the strategy. Bloom, are you still in the room? Bloom, let me know if you're still in the room. I think you are. let me talk about the bio real quick, because you did ask that question. And this is good for Rocco, Shakira, my bio people. So here's the bio. Now, you can obviously just put words in there that's about what your topic is, who you are, what you're all about. You could use ChatGPT. Okay? And you could just ask it to write you a bio. Is Shakira here real? Yes, I think so. No, it's not the real one. You could ask ChatGPT to help you write a bio, an 80 character bio for your TikTok profile. So, an 80 character bio for your TikTok profile based on you being, you fill in the blank in terms of what you think your page is going to be about. I think this is your fitness page. You can say, I'm a health enthusiast. It's going to be fitness content. I'm going to give some nutritional facts. I'm going to share different exercise regimens. I'm going to share, all the things that might be about your page. So that's one thing you could do. Or do a premium subscription, Dr. Lisa. See, I wasn't. Thank you so much. Favorite is right. It's Luna favorite. It's like Dr. Lisa give a lot of value, y'all. So you can either pay for it or you get it. But yes, in my premium subscription, Luna did do it. She's right. In my premium subscription, I did do a bio for her. I did it all for her. That is included. You absolutely do. I do too much. Such a small fee for so what? So what's with it? You're right. You are absolutely right. Worth it. It was. Yeah. So in my premium subscription, if you become a subscriber, my premium subscription, what I offer is um, a profile review, and I'll give you a full audit of your page and share what you could do to optimize your page when it comes to your title, when it comes to your username, your bio, your nickname, well as content pillars you might want to consider for your page. So I kind of do a whole breakdown of it. So yes, so that is what you can do. At the end of the day, it's up to you. I mean, I appreciate y'all. So I understand this is these are the things that you need to do. So you could do it yourself, or you can get my subscription. My deluxe subscription, I come in and I give you an audit of your live stream to kind of help you with that as well. Hello, Darlene. How are you, friend? Thank you for sharing out the live. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. You guys are so funny. You're like, Dr. Lucy, look here. Yeah, they look here, friends. So bio, that's the bio information. Grow rooms, I talked about that. New account strategy, I talked about that. When it comes to, we will promote for you. Thank you. Appreciate you, friend. Love it. When it comes to engagement, I think that was the question about engagement in your room for a new account. Um, I was going to share going to your profile on your profile, then go to the home screen, search in there topics that are related to your content. Okay. And when it comes to engaging with other people's content, like I said earlier, engage with content that is viral worthy. It's content that is a lot of comments, a lot of likes. In that content that's related to your topic are people who are interested because they commented. They're interested in that topic as well. So you can start connecting with people there. You could put a comment in, maybe heart some of those lives too. Um, you said, what's my room? What do you mean your room? Your topic for your live. So you don't have a bio, Rocco. So you need to put a bio and then kind of get a better sense of what your topic and your content's going to be about. Then that's what you're going to do for your live. So yes, and how do you dismiss rude people when you're live? You touch the words that they wrote. The screen pops up. That's what I was going to get to because you asked about the first live. So I'm going to get to you in a second. But if you touch the words, the screen pops up. You can mute and you can block them. I'm the queen of muting and blocking people. No, yes, I will do it in a hot second. So, but yeah, so that's what you want to do. So you can mute and block them. So you can engage with those people in the comments for your topic. So I just wanted to make sure I said that. Good to know. You will get some trolls. You will get them all the time. It's like whatever. Um, Hold on. I wrote a comment here, and I'm like, why did I write that? I said niche following growth. Why did I write that? My lives are boring. Never had to block. Oh Lord. Your day will come, friend. It will be somebody that comes in and they'll say something rude and inappropriate. I've been called, I don't know, I've been called all types of little rude comments. And you block them. So that's it. We are part of the fam club. That's it. Where's my for the worst? It's the worst. It is. It is. Now I am prepared. Yes. It's just a matter of time. And at the end of the day, you will put my little fan club sticker. Appreciate you all. So yeah, you just get rid of them, and that's it. Don't worry about it. I had a note on here for myself. Niche. What was I going to talk about? The niche following growth. I think is what I'm saying now. The niche, going in there, following people who are. I think that's what it was. We were talking about niching down and why do people follow smaller accounts. That is a strategy, and when you're in your niche, the fan club, that's the new thing now. When you click the Daily Heartbeat, it says join my fan club. That's TikTok's new terminology for when it used to say join my team and you are part of a team. They changed it to the fan club. I'm not a big fan of it, so we call it the fan club. I think Luna, you might have brought that name up. I appreciate your friend. Oh yeah, so I should put like a little, if I can get a little marker where I make that an M instead of an N. So to recap, the room is the people who have liked your profile. I don't understand. So to recap, the room is the people who have liked your profile. What room? I don't know what room it's in. Not necessarily. Huh? Ha ha ha. In the club, we all fam. Yes, the room is anyone who comes in. Yeah. Yeah. Your room. Yeah, I don't understand the question. I have blue box and profile. What is the room you say to engage in? Oh, you're talking about those engagement rooms? The engagement rooms? The grow rooms? Is that what you're talking about? It's the room you lived, live viewers. It's the room your live viewers. This is the room. This is my room, my live room. This room here. The other room I was talking about when we were doing that little exercise of people sending their gifts, that's a grow room. That's where the chat is chatting. And people are like sending gifts and gifts are popping, blah, 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 blah. And so you're seeing those rooms. And you want to be able to be seen by showing up at the top. So you're sending gifts. And again, I'm not saying you go to these rooms all the time. This is a strategy. He said, keep saying fam club, and the TikTok might change it. I love that. Fam club, fam club. People like, she got a list. She don't even know what she's saying. She's just saying it wrong. I think he had asked what the room is. Oh, the room is when you are live. Yeah, the room, a grow room. Yeah. That's what we were talking about. Gain follows there quickly. Yep, that's it. That's what we were doing. That's where that conversation stemmed from. When I say you gift, I enter a room. When I say you, when you send me a gift, I enter the room. No, no. Okay, send, yeah. No, it's you don't I mean, Luna did it recently. I don't know what her strategy was. Did she come in and start being pinning herself at the top? For me, what I would do when I go into those rooms, first of all, I send the Daily Heart Me to the live host. Because what happens, I'm gonna say this real quick too. The moderators are looking at you. So if you're somebody who sends a daily heart me because you know the assignment, you know what to do, you send that daily heart me, and then you go in the chat and you just say hello room because you can put a comment from the daily heart me. Hello room, how you doing, live host? And you're commenting from there on. And then maybe you click with a few people, connect with them. Hello new friend, how are you? Hope your day is well. Hello, I'm happy to be here. So you got your own little catchphrase. Go rotate between 2 or 3 little comments you say, and then you might start sending a few gifts. That's how you do it. So again, I don't want you to break the bank. So you might spend, depending on how what your strategy is, you might send, I don't know, 50 cents, 25, 50 cents in roses, but you're slow doing it. Maybe do 10 here, go back in the chat, comment a little bit more, do 20 next time. So it just depends on how you want to do it. Okay, and how much money you want to spend. I do the daily heart and comment and click the check-in points. Yep. Yeah, get your points. Do you set a number for the daily heart me? The daily heart me is one a day for that live room that you go to, that live host rather. Because I know people who come to my 10 o'clock can't get the daily heart me in my 4 o'clock. So that happens quite a bit for me. How do you get your points? You go back and click the daily heartbeat again. Go back up there and just click it again and claim your points. Cindy, are you talking about the blue box? The blue box is almost like, it's not points that you're claiming per se. That's not the way I see it. It is where you're collecting points or reducing the points that you need to get to the next level, and then it allows you to level up. So let me explain that. So we're gonna go through engagement real quick, and then the true SMF. Let me know if you're still with me, friend. I think you are, because you did ask that question about first time going live. I got that on my notes. So I'm gonna go through the routine with people real quick about the blue boxes, just so you guys know how to get them in the orange box and understand the engagement there. You said I'm here, awesome. And then I'm going to tell you about your first time. And then we'll probably wrap up around noon. So let me know if you have other questions, but I'll probably wrap up close to noon. Thank you so much for the daily heart, me some sugar. Appreciate your friend. And then what I will say is, if you have questions, just let me know. So first thing you do when you come into someone's room, just really quickly, my new people in the room, my people trying to figure things out. When you come into someone's room, the first thing you're doing is, and this is a strategy for if you have coins or don't. So the first thing you're doing is you're coming into someone's live room and you are greeting the live host, because you're going to click up here. If you don't have coins, you're going to click up here and you're going to follow that host. Now, I tell people all the time, you ain't marrying that person. If you don't like them and you realize this ain't the room for you, you can always go back and unfollow that person, okay? So don't feel like you got to stay with them forever. You feel like, okay, you know what, I did that prematurely. Let me not follow them yet. So if you didn't need to do that, I think you should always come in and do that. And then in the chat, say hello. You always comment. And I'm going to tell you why you comment in a second. But you're following that person and you're commenting. That's etiquette. If you are a person who has coins, you come in and you click that daily heart me. Again, that's like saying hello. That's like checking in. That's like, oh, I'm coming to this nice room to engage. I want to be a part of this community. I'm going to be an engaged viewer. I'm going to click the daily heart me. Daily heart me, you do have to have coins on your account. Okay? So those are the first two things that you should be doing as a viewer. When I talk about this, I say the viewer. Thank you so much, Some Sugar. I appreciate your friend. I realized you had sent those popular votes. Thank you so much, friend. So as a viewer, you are entering someone's room because you're coming to get information or be entertained or being inspired by them. Thank you so much, Trixie. See your friend. Thank you for the daily heart. I really daily heart and follow. Yes, daily heart me is an instant follow to that room. So when I come to someone's room and I've never been in their room, I always do the daily heart me. It's an instant follow. So you don't have to worry about if you follow them or not, because you instantly follow them. You become part of their fan club. Okay? So that's what happens there. When it comes to coming into that person's room also, you're there for a reason. And it's an unwritten rule or expectations that you are going to engage. Okay? So I say, as you are coming in someone's room, you are there. The live host there is to educate, because I say I'm a learn room. Educate, entertain, or inspire you. And then in turn, you are getting to know, like, and trust that live host because of what they're sharing, how they're communicating. And then as a viewer, your job is to engage and make sure you're communicating. Now, TikTok has structured this so that your engagement, you get points for. So I always like to show you where you get your points, because I don't want you to be like, Dr. Lisa, you making that up. I don't make stuff up. It's in black and white for all of us to see. So if you click the number of followers in the room right now, it actually shows you who are the top viewers. And you want to pay attention to the top viewers, because there's viewers in this room like my friend Favorite. Favorite, you are on the top. Appreciate you, friend. So you see who are the engagers. So you want to make sure, and here's a little tip for the people who are new in the room. You want to make sure you're connecting with some of those top viewers. Okay? All right, Favorite. I can't catch up with Favorite. No, Favorite, I couldn't catch up with Favorite. I love it. But you want to make sure you are connecting with those top viewers, because those people understand the assignment. So I'm giving you tea, because that's how you want to look at who are the top viewers. Now, the other thing I want you to pay attention to, there's a question mark right there in the corner. Okay? People don't pay attention, people don't read. But there's a question mark in that corner. Click the question mark. it breaks down who can become top viewers. It breaks it down for you right here. So if you ever wanted to see, how do I get this box? How do I know? How do I understand what's going on? Who are pinned at the top? What does it mean to be a viewer? What does my likes, me tapping the screen, do for me? What does my comments, me typing in the comments, do for me? Because it's helping you. It's helping the room. Don't get me wrong, but it's helping you. Because TikTok was like, okay, well, we got to make sure we incentivize people to make sure that they are going to engage. So your taps gets you points. 3 points for every 10 minutes. Your comments get you points. 3 points for every 10 minutes. Your gifts give you a point for every coin you spend. Okay? So again, you're getting points. Now those points go towards your blue box. That's for every live room you go to. That's where that's going. But if you click the daily heart me, thank you so much for that daily heart me, friend. It becomes where you get a coin for that, because you got to spend a coin for daily heart me. You get points for that. And then as you're engaging in this room, you're leveling up. That's what the orange heart represents. The orange box with the heart is how many times you come back to this room and how you are engaging. So if you come back daily, if you come back weekly, how you are leveling up. Because the heart will turn gray if you haven't been back in 7 days. Your orange box will go away. It's in hiatus. It's dormant, basically. So it's turned off. It's inactive. If you don't come around for 7 days on anybody's live. So say you went on vacation. It's like, I'm on a social media break. I'm not on TikTok. And it's been 7 whole days. The next time you come into someone's room, you won't have an orange box. You won't have a blue box. You have to reactivate it. So you got to send a coin to get your daily heartbeat. You got to click that, get your daily heartbeat, and you're going to have to send a rose or something like that to reactivate your blue box. You don't lose it. It just goes in sleep mode. So that's what's happening there. And so the orange heart actually shows that it's grayed. So someone's coming in my room that hasn't been here in a while. I tell you all the time, TikTok tells on y'all, okay? TikTok is telling on you. So I see it. I get notifications. I know everything. I see it. You see it. We see it. And so it's up to you in terms of how you want to engage in that room. If you want to continue to support or not, it's up to you. But you're not doing something where people don't see it. I'm just going to say that. So people see it. But with that being said, you want to make sure you're engaging. So the way you can do it, you can tap the screen. As you tap the screen, right here, the hearts that are here. And so I really haven't been stressing, let's tap the screen, let's connect. Do you lose your level we're at? No, you don't lose anything. It just, like I said, it goes to sleep. It's in sleep mode. So people who come in my live and they're like, they don't have a blue box, I usually click and see, oh, your box is grayed out. So that's what happened. The box is grayed out. So if you tap the screen, right now we're under 20,000 likes. That becomes a pink heart as you're tapping the screen. Then there's going to be a line that crawls across. And as you're tapping, keep tapping, that line is crawling, that heart gets fatter. Then dots start percolating out of that heart, the heart up here. And then if you let go, it shows you how many likes you sent. Confetti falls on the screen. You see it, I don't see it. But you can see how much you've liked that live. I'm so glad I joined you before going live. You're welcome, friend. You are so welcome. And at the end of the day, you'll know how your audience is engaging with your live too. So you're going to have all the tea and you'll be able to pay attention to this. And then you're going to come back and say, Dr. Lisa, I ain't got nobody with blue boxes. You're like, how do I get these people to get a blue box, Dr. Lisa? And that's fine. If you want, I'll come to your live, friend. Because you're going to see it. You'll be like, nobody has blue boxes ever in my life. Because that's how it starts. It starts that way. But you will be fine. So here's what I'll say. In order to get the daily heart me, in order to get a blue box or orange box, the orange box is the daily heart me. The blue box is how you engage. Your comments, your likes, your gifting. The gifting here, Miss TT, how are you, friend? All that is part of the strategy. I have to get back to work. I'll see you at, oh, I'm not gonna come back at 4. Thank you, favorite though. Today's Father's Day. So I'm just doing this one live today just so I can be present with hubby and family. No, I love hubby and family. No, I'll be present with them this afternoon. So I'm just gonna do this one live. So I'll be back at 10 and 4 tomorrow. So I'll probably stay on like another 30 minutes or so. Thank you all who are here. Thank you so much, favorite. I appreciate you, friend. Appreciate you. Okay, understand. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Thank you, Gina. Appreciate you. And in Gina's words, Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Yes, you want to be with hubby and family for sure. Yes. My goodness, I found the live button yesterday. Yeah, I was only going to end. Oh, you was only going to the invites. Yeah. So when you click someone's profile, like if you click my profile here, my mini profile pops up. If you click my face again, it takes you to my main profile. And in the top right corner, you can click the bell and it'll alert you when I post and when I go live. Hi, I'm from Brazil. Hello, Jose. Appreciate you being here. Happy Father's Day. Appreciate all the friends in the room. Yes, so that's how you send an alert. Thank you. Take care. Appreciate y'all. And so, okay, so blue box, orange heart. There's a gift box. I don't know where it sits for you all, but there's a gift box. Click the gift box. If you click the gift box, in the right lower hand corner, it tells you, if you click that number, it might say the number of coins you have or recharge. Click that. It takes you in the app to get coins. TikTok also has an ad box here. Right now it actually says save around 25% when you recharge. So 25%, what they're saying is if you click that ad box, because there's different ad boxes that come up, and there's one that says save around 25% when you recharge. It's telling you how to go to the website. So if you go to the website, it'll take you to the website, www.tiktok.com/coin, and it'll take you there where you can recharge there. They actually just started promoting that because TikTok was not good at promoting stuff. You couldn't find nothing around this app. So that's what was happening. It's getting better. They're not perfect, but they are getting better with communication because there was a lot of stuff like, you just had to, it's survival of the fittest. Whoever knows, knows. Good evening from Sweden. How are you, friend? Didn't know that. Thank you for being here. And so you go to the website, you get a discount. You get 25% more when you recharge. So I tell people, if you're going to play on this app and you're going to play this TikTok game, you're going to get maybe $20 in coins. That's a good starting point. Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you to break the bank, but that's a good starting point. That is going to give you like 2,000 coins, maybe a little bit more. And then essentially you'll get those coins and then you can send a rose. You can click the gift box and send gifts. When you have a blue box, as you level up, you're able to send more gifts. So you'll see people like Favorite. Favorite was what, 20? Oh my gosh, Favorite, are you still in the room? Let me see if your box. 21. She's level 21. So Favorite's been in these streets. She's been doing a whole lot. Some Sugar, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for the title gifter. I appreciate you, friend. So you get levels as you grow in your level. You're able to have other gifts that you can send, other benefits that you can send. So essentially, you're trying to grow. You're trying to get more that you can bring, that you can do. And with levels comes privileges. So some sugars, level 22. 25 or more, you can fly in at the top. It goes all the way up to 50. Okay? So I want you to understand, ain't nobody telling you once you get to level 16, it gets a little hard. I'm gonna say that out loud for friends, okay? I don't want you to think that I'm not even level. Next time I'm gonna do some engagement today. My goal is to get to level 20. 20 sooner than later. Because I think I'm on 19 and I still have like 2,000 more points I have to give. So I need to sit down and just engage. But with that being said, it becomes your strategy in terms of how you level up, how you want to engage, how you want to be perceived on this app. Okay? And a lot of it is making sure you are a high engager because it lets TikTok, it lets your viewers, it lets everybody know that you're here, you're learning, and you're not taking this for granted. Let's be real about it. Because you're spending your time here. That live host is spending their time here. And at the end of the day, if they're giving value or if they're entertaining you in some kind of way, then there is a level of support and appreciation you should want to give as an intrinsic way of saying, I like what you're doing. Let me send you some coins. Let me send you some roses. So that's how this is. So you need to think of it in that way. And TikTok rewards the people who are thinking of it in that way. Okay? So when it comes to your content, people who are engagers here, people follow those people to their content. So their content has a lot more engagement. People who are live hosts here and they build a community of supporters, their live rooms are thriving and people are supporting them there. Thank you for sharing the live. Some sugar. Appreciate your friend. And so that's how this goes. I just want you guys to understand that this is what it means to be an engaged person. I click my watch and say TikTok, TikTok, because TikTok wants you to be here. They want you to engage. They want you to support. So it's just a matter of how do you do that in a way that is showing your support to the live host, but also showing in a real way with your blue boxes and your orange boxes that you are an engaged viewer. Okay, so just let me know if there's any questions about that. So to get a blue box really quickly, and if you want to check your level, as always do this. I need you to put the word hi. We'll just say HI. So put the word hi in the chat. When you put the word hi, it's going to show your name. I mean your profile information. You click your photo. If you click your photo, it then, how you doing, mama? If you click your photo, it then will show your mini profile. Then you want to click your level. As you click your level, it tells you what level you're on. It tells you what level you're on. It might be level 0, it might be level 10, it might be level 3. You click your level box. It may be, whatever level you have, click your level box. In that level box, a blue screen is going to pop up, okay? That blue screen is going to show you how many points you've collected. There's going to be a / symbol that tells you the total amount of points you need for that next level. I'm sorry, can you repeat? You know what? Where you put, I'm sorry, can you repeat? Click your photo. Click your photo. Now that comment is there, click your photo. Your mini profile pops up. Click your level 11. Okay? A blue screen pops up. After that blue screen, you'll see how many points, on that blue screen rather, you'll see how many points you've collected for your level 11. The / symbol is going to tell you the total amount of points you need for level 12 in your case. And then underneath there, this is what you're really paying attention to. Underneath there is those experience points. Those are the points, that's the difference between what you got and what you need. Those points, that number, is what you're trying to reduce, what you're trying to collect essentially to get to level 12. Okay? So, again, that's how you engage. That's how you engage. You pay attention to your level, know what you need to get to level up, and this is for the blue box. This is how you level up, and then you constantly engage, and you comment, and you share the live out. You do all the things to support the live host because you become part of that community, their fan club, their fam club. Okay, so recognizing that that's your role. Okay, friends. Good morning. How you doing, Katie? Appreciate your friend, the Dandelion. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all coming in. Oh, never knew what those boxes are for. Thank you. Look at you. That's exactly what it's for. Yes, that's what it is. So just keep engaging. That's the whole point. Keep engaging. I teach that because the live goes well when you have engagers in your room. When you have people who will comment, people who will share out your live, people who will tap your screen. You need engagers. What qualities as an experience? What qualifies? Is that what you meant? As an experience point? Tap, comment, and gifting. Liking a live, commenting, gifting. There's actually a question mark. I would probably switch the order. Gifting is number 1. Tapping and commenting. Mama, look at you. Congratulations, Mama P. Yes, I thank you for the first gift. Oh, that's sweet. You said, I have never given a gift. I had no clue about this. That's it, friend. You got it. I never knew about those boxes. Thank you. That's what's going on. I appreciate your friend for your first gift. The true SMF was just like that yesterday. There was other people who were just like that. She's level 3 today. Look at you, friend. So the blue box, I say this to you all. That blue box has a question mark in it too. So it tells you. So the true SMF, you can look and see what it breaks down. But gifting is the priority. Gifting is the, I will put it in that order. But what qualifies is your tapping, your comments, and your gifting. That's what you're doing. Yeah. Yeah. So that's it. So a couple other things, just a real quick leveling up. Look at you, level 4. I tap on the heart top, nothing's happening. For your daily heart main, Mari, Ray, let's see. You tapped it and nothing happened yet because you have a grayed out blue box. I mean, a grayed out orange box. Do you have coins? You might have to recharge. Let's see how many coins you got, friend. You might need to recharge. Yes. See if you click the roses. I mean, I'm sorry. If you click the gift box, there you go. There you go. You got it. It worked. It worked. Now you're back in. Awesome. Yes. Okay. Couple things that I just want to point out. Yes, you got it. A couple things I want to point out. Live host, just so that you know, live host, you're gonna set a wish box. There's a wish box that always you can set. You can decide what you want to put there. I say as a strategy, this is where you kind of decide on what it is. You want to be able to reset it and reactivate it if it gets full. So have a number that's reasonable for the room. That's what I tell people to do. I found the question mark. Yes, it's there, friend. Like I said, I don't gatekeep. You guys, I tell you everything I see and know. It's no point in me gatekeeping because at the end of the day, that's not helping me. It's not going to help me if I hold stuff back. You guys need to know because let me say this: your audience is a reflection of you. So if I know I'm a know-it-all, I need to know the answers. I'm not trusting at times. I need to figure out what's going on. Then I know my audience is the same way. No shade. No shade to any of y'all, but I know y'all the same way because y'all are a reflection of me. So I show y'all where things are at. And you can read it up yourself and you can decide on how you want to support. But at the end of the day, your engagement matters to how you're treated in other lives and how you're going to have an experience, a positive experience here. So I say that to you in all transparency about how this app works. Thank you for your lives. I last almost 2 weeks just watching Clueless on how to engage. I appreciate that, friend. I don't want y'all to be clueless because I was clueless and I didn't understand it. And then somebody actually started explaining, and then I realized, like, oh, wait a minute. Let me start clicking around here. Let me get to, oh, that's what's going on. So, and I just bring it to you guys so you guys are hopefully not gonna spin your wheels at how I had to spin my wheels. I was like trying to figure this thing out. You don't need to. Yes, I'm so lost sometimes. It's totally fine. You don't need to be lost. So, that's what this is all about. So a couple other things I just want to point out. Today is Sunday. If you click my photo here, my mini profile pops up. A live host has a gift gallery. The true SMF, I'm sharing this with you early, so when you go live, you kind of understand something happening here too. So when you click my photo and you click my gift gallery, you'll see really clearly all the different ways you can become a title gifter. And you can see what gifts are still lacking, okay? Now, for me, the DJ glasses and the whale, those are pretty high-end gifts. Those are still lacking. TikTok, actually, I should have set it as a goal because TikTok will start telling you in real time, hey, why don't you set these goals? And I don't do it because my room is people who are learning the app. So I really don't do it as a intentional thing. I probably should, but at the end of the day, I just don't. So I should have done it earlier today because Favorite was in the room. Favorite, you still in the room? Because again, some of those gifts are pretty high ticket gifts. I think I have to decide if I want my lives to be calm and spend time calling everyone out. I want calm flow. You need to have calm flow. I'm sorry. You decide on how you want to do your room. I think it's important to recognize people who are in your room. Osmond, thank you for joining. People who are joining your live. I think it's important for you to connect with your community. So for that reason, I do spend a lot of time in the chat. I don't have a moderator here. So I use this time to connect with all of you. Now I do, I'm in this weird phase right now with TikTok, so my room has not been rooming lately. But I do think there, once I get back to those days again, I do think there is a need to have a moderator as you're growing. But in the beginning, as you're learning, I think it's important to start building community, okay? And seeing people. Struggling with the balance. I want mindfulness moments. Feels disruptive. Yeah, but I think it's a way you can do it. You start viewing other rooms that have that type of flow, especially if they're a mindful room or a yoga room. Just see how they do their engagement. I think there's a balance that needs to happen, and the ability to practice that and do it with intention. Because if you're really thinking about growth and making sure you're building a community, you're gonna have to spend that time getting to know your community. Okay, that's what I would say to that. Thank you for sharing the live, the truth. How you doing, Coach E? Thank you for joining the live. Okay, and so you said to subscribe. How you doing, Red? To subscribe, what is that for? So you can become part of my Sage. Yeah, that's it. If you can become part of my subscription benefits that I offer, where you are essentially paying a monthly fee. The lowest one I have is $2.99. I have three benefit plans: $2.99, I think $5.99, and $14.99. So one is for my standard, which is for all three. My premium, which is for the premium and the deluxe one, and then there's the deluxe. Standard is where I do live only sessions for my subscribers, so sub only lives, and then I do sub only video content, as well as there's the stickers, there's the badges, those type of things to recognize who's a live a subscriber in the room. So you can become a subscriber, and then those live sessions are like an ask me anything. So if you have specific questions, I pull you up on the box, we talk, we chat. So I try to be as dedicated to my subscribers as possible, especially in those sessions. So TikTok walks you through how to set the gift goals for your room. No. No, not in no real way. No. No. You click it. Well, I mean, when you click it, you get some information on what to do. Is that what you mean? So yeah, when you click your gift box, it'll show you, here's the gift box, and then you decide what gifts you want to set. And then it's pretty intuitive. You just hit set. I think that's what it says, set. So yeah, it's pretty easy to follow. But it won't give you strategy in terms of what gifts to put and what, they will give you a recommended gift to give. So that you'll see. So for example, right now, I have, so TikTok wanted me to put, I'm going to set it right now, because TikTok kept saying, put the DJ glasses. And no pressure, whoever, to anybody. But they said to put that. I don't even know where it's at. It's not set now because the other one was there. Okay. I don't even see it. So I'm not going to worry about it. We'll just leave it the way it is. But because the other gift is not finished yet, so it's not showing me the next recommended gift. So I gotta wait till that one finishes. But with that, it'll tell you what gifts that they may recommend for you. Roses, daily heart me's been put up there, so it's just different things. I was about to say, gift gallery, you get that, you want to get that at re-ups every Monday. If you do not fill your gift gallery, does somebody ask if something happened to you? I think, not that anything happens to you, but I do believe it helps promote your room even more, because people are becoming engaged with your live and they're doing the gift gallery. TikTok obviously wants you to give because TikTok gets a percentage of the gifts. You don't get 100% of those gifts as a live host. You get 40% at max per live. And then there's a weekly mission where you can put another pot of money is pulling up for you. That's probably on average about 9%. They say 13%, but that only goes to those high content creator rooms, like the ones who are in the A league. They get up to 13%, not the average person. Can you only fill your gift gallery when you are going live? Yes, it is a live benefit. Yes, so it's only for the live, it's not for your content. And it is there, It's there for the live, and it's also where people in your room become title gifters. So people actually compete. So if you see who's in the room viewing the live, connecting and stuff, those people are there trying to be a top viewer. And then there's also people who come in and they'll click around to become a title gifter. They pin at the top, they have the title gifter category. So it becomes another competitive nature to the room. Okay? So I just say that because a lot of people miss that. Um, the true SMF, let me wrap things up. I'm going to talk about your live, your first live. Any advice for a first timer? So a couple things. A lot of this stuff I talked about, don't worry about it for your first live. You ain't doing none of that education stuff. The most you're gonna say is say, hey guys, let me know if you're here. Tap the screen, say hello, how are you? Comment. So you're gonna focus on getting people to like your live and comment. And then maybe you might add a little bit more daily heart me and share out your live. That's what you're gonna focus on, okay? You ain't talking about blue box. You ain't talking about orange box. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. I don't want you to stress like that. That is not what you're talking about. You gonna come back and say, I ain't getting a lot of blue box people in my room. You might say that. But at the end of the day, that's not what you're gonna focus on. You're gonna focus on how do you just get a rhythm, okay? Your very first live, you are talking to yourself. You're talking to you. You are connecting with you. You are sharing your story, okay? The other thing I want to say before I say that though, because hopefully you do have maybe one or two friends in the room. So what you want to do, you have 11,000 followers, over 11,000 followers. So someone like you can easily, almost 12,000 followers. Look at you, friend. Yes, talking to yourself. Laugh at that one. Yes, you talk to yourself a lot. That's it. You just talk to yourself. But you have almost 12,000 followers. So here's your strategy. What day you're going to go live? You pick a day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever you're going to do. Pick a day. Today, what I want you to do, give friendly face to joins. Yes, give friendly faces to join. That's it. That's it. Yeah. I want you to schedule a live event. So you are going to go to the live home screen. So you're going to go to the live center. That's where, if you click on your profile, you click TikTok Studio. At the top, it says Tools and Live. Click the live option. That's the live center homepage. Okay? Scroll all the way down. When you get to the part where it has the different boxes, those are your tools and resource boxes. The box that says is right at the top on the right side. It says live event. Click that. You're going to schedule a live event. I want you to do this. I want you to schedule 3 live events. Okay? Here's why I'm going to tell you to do this. I want you to schedule your first live, and you have to have 24 hours between each of those live events. Okay? So you got to have at least 24 hours between each of them. But I want you to schedule your first 3 lives because, first of all, that's how you unlock all the features if you've never gone live before. And you got to do at least 3 of them so that you can get to pin a comment at the top when I pin someone's comment, so that you can get the co-host box or the guest feature box. Those are things that you get as you go live longer. Okay? So I want you to schedule your first 3 live events. Then I want you, and so you can come up with the title, come up with a nice little description. It doesn't have to be anything. It's whatever you want to talk about. Then I want you to take that. You say, great insight. You're welcome. 3, scary. That's not scary. Lucilla, that is not scary. You got this, friend. Bloom, how you doing? I think you're coming in. Appreciate your friend. Okay, didn't know to schedule. We'll do that with 2 collaborators. That's good. Yeah, with some co-hosts. Yeah, absolutely. So scary. It's not. You guys will be fine. You guys will be fine. You guys, I know you might be nervous, maybe shy, maybe introverted. I'm all those things. I tell you, your audience is a reflection of you. But as you do this, you will get better. Okay? You're talking to somebody who's been doing this for 6 months now. Okay? And my confidence has changed. You can see it better. Is it better to schedule? Yes, yes, yes. It is always better to schedule. Here's what you can do. So when you schedule that event, you can then do a post. So this is what I want you to do, the true. I want you to then go to your profile, okay? I want you to click the little plus symbol. I want you to click the plus symbol and say, hey, you turn on the camera and you are a talking head for 15 seconds. You can do the 15-second one. Scheduling 3 will hold me accountable. That's it, friend. That's the accountability. That's it. That's it. Schedule all 3 of them. Do it afraid. That's it. What a stick at. You gotta put the stuff. Do it scared. I have a sub sticker for that one. So, so I want you to schedule it. Thank you so much, Nika Grace. I want you to schedule it because I want you to schedule all 3. Then I want you to hit that question mark. And then I just want you to do a 15-second. It doesn't have to be long. You're just going to talk for 15 seconds saying, hey guys, I am doing my first live, very first live. Come join me on fill in the blank date and what time and time zone. So make sure you say the date, time zone. And come join me. It's going to be such fun times. I'm doing this and I'm doing it afraid. You know, so just put it out there. Now, if you have a certain topic, say that. You don't have to say you're doing it afraid. Maybe you're just saying, hey, come join me for my self-help, blah, blah, blah topic. And this will be my first live. I'm excited to meet all of you. Come to my room. I want to make sure you guys are getting the self-help that you need. And, you know, join me on, you know, Wednesday at 2 o'clock, whatever the time is in time zone. So you do that. It can be 15 seconds. You can make it 60 seconds if you're going to talk a little long-winded about it. It's also up to you. But that's what you're going to do. You're going to do that for that very first live. And then what's going to happen, you're going to send it. You can put your little comments in, send it out. Then what you're going to do is take that particular post, click on that video. In the bottom right corner with the 3 lines, add it to your story. You're adding it to your story so it can go out to all your followers. So the post itself will go out to anybody, your followers, or anybody new. But in your story, it goes to your followers. And then what I want you to do is that little thought bubble, the little note bubble on top of your profile picture. I want you to click that and just say, first live, date, time zone. You just put some details about your first live. So you have promoted it in 4 different ways. Oh, I never used the story. Yeah, use the story. So promote your live there, promote it in the post. On the story, you can add a live event. So you can add that same live event to the story as well. So add it there as well. So yeah, you can add that live event. So you can add the live event to your story. All you're gonna do is click the sticker icon thing and click the live event one, and then it should populate that particular live that you're doing, or the 3 lives that you scheduled. You pick the first one, and then you can add the live. On your post that you do, before you post it, click add. So on the screen where you see all the hashtags, where you write the title, the little description for the live, and you put your hashtag and location, scroll down, add. Under add is different other things you can add. You're adding the live event. And so you would pick the one for the first live event. So that's what you want to add to your post. You can do something similar for your story and then put a note. So you promoted it 3 different ways that time. And then actually it's 4 because the live event is sitting on your profile. So it's promoted on your profile as well. Okay? So you got a lot of followers, friends. So there's no reason in a perfect world that you don't have at least 1 or 2 of your followers in your live, okay? So you just have to promote it and make sure you're talking about that with your community. And then when you go live, I can't see the bubble to make a post. The bubble to make a post? The thought bubble on top of your head, you don't have it there? You should have it there. I'm not sure if that's... Yeah, you should have a thought bubble there. Does your note stay up until you change it? It's 24 hours. Just 24 hours. It goes away in 24 hours. Yes, yeah. I'm not sure why it's not there then. No. I have no idea. Let's explore those pictures. Okay, so I got to go to my profile. On the left, tap live and schedule with date. You said, let's explore those pictures? I don't know what that is. Are you saying on your profile they're talking about photos or something? Maybe that's what it is. Okay, so I go to my profile. On the left, tap live and schedule with date. Yes. On your profile, you can click TikTok Studio. And at the top it says Tools and Live. Click Live. And then scroll down to Live Event. And that's where you schedule it. On the left to top of your home, on your profile page. I don't know, friend. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know, top left of it. Your page, on my page. Are you talking about right here? TikTok got different commercials. I didn't put that there. TikTok put that there. Yes, TikTok put that there. Whatever you're seeing, we don't see the same things. Yeah. So TikTok, if you click it, it's something to do with some advertising that TikTok is promoting. They usually have campaigns for battling. It just depends. So there's different things. Like right now, it shows you. For me, it's showing the coins to recharge. It's on that image right now. So yeah, these are TikTok's commercials. Yeah. All right, friends. Let me know if there's any questions. I appreciate you all so much. So yeah, so you're gonna just talk about yourself, friend. Okay, yeah, you're welcome. You're just gonna talk about yourself. You're gonna welcome your viewers, introduce them. You know who had a great activity that she did? And Luna, I don't know if you're still in the room. I always brag about this. Thank you once again for the information. You are so welcome, friend. Luna, I think you're still in the room. Her live was so good. I came to her second live. Okay? And the way she did it, I'm gonna put this out here because I think it's the best practice. And I know I said it, but the way she executed it, I just love the way she did it. She had people in the room that were friends, first of all, and which was great because she was able to kind of engage them from a friendly perspective. You knew they were friends, so she knew them and she was chatting with them. But she had a list of questions to engage us. Thank you 1,000 for the information. You're welcome. She had a list of questions to help keep us engaged. She asked about what color jewelry you like. Are you a silver girly or gold? I said I love my silver hoops. She asked about different finds because she's into the luxury, the luxe finds when it comes to thrifting. So she asked, where do you go for your thrift finds? Do you do consignment, thrift stores? She had a whole list of questions. What was the biggest find that you had found in the thrift store? We talked about this white trench coat. And actually, there's a backstory to that coat because that coat, I had an uncle who would go to the thrift stores and he had this impeccable style and taste. He passed away a couple of years ago, but we loved him. And so he would go and he would get these great finds. So he took me with him one time and we were shopping around in the store because I was probably like 17, and we were shopping around and stuff. And he picked up this white trench coat, and it was beautiful. It was like this off-white coat, and it was wool. It was beautiful because I lived in Chicago, so I live in Florida now. Now ain't nobody wearing no white trench coat in Florida, but this coat was beautiful, and every time I wore that coat, because I wore it for the time I was like in college and stuff. He said, "Yes, Uncle, for the win." Had the eye. He did. He did. He was lovely, lovely. Do you know where you can find trivia online? Where is it? Ask a question, chat question, hit points. Yes, yes. It is under when you go live. If you click the guest button, it's under there. It's also under the more. Um, More, yeah, yeah. So it pops up when you click more. It says the drawing guess. It has lightning Q&A, and then it has the poll and stuff like that. So that's under more, the three dots in the corner when you go live. So anyway, he found this coat for me, so I would get compliments all the time. New to the room, appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining the live, Judith. Appreciate you being here, friend. How you doing, Halla Q? Hey. Hey, how are you? Okay, thanks. Someone I follow does that, and it's so fun. Is it? I did the trivia a few times. It was fun. I actually should do it more often. You're right about that. It is a fun way to engage. Thank you all who are connected. Um, so yeah, so when that first live, have some questions. And depending on your live topic, Luna's way of doing it was really very, obviously there were very good questions because of her live topic. When it comes to more topics that may have more of a professional spin on them, when you think about the self-help type topics, stuff like that, you might want to say, okay, here are some top 3 questions or 10 questions that I get all the time. And maybe people are not going to ask questions because they're like, okay, I'm here for help. But maybe they will. Maybe they will. So maybe you might have some icebreaker questions that you get out and you just say, okay, if you want to know, here's some top questions. Let me know if you've ever had these questions. Other live hosts, they will do, I really want to do Q&A. Yes, that'll be a great one. Yeah. Other live hosts may have things like put one in the chat if you've done this, put two in the chat. So things like that. So yeah, you can do that. And then there's the polls also. So you can have the smiley face or the crying face. Say, if this is you, we're going to do a quick poll. Let me know if you're the smiley face or a sad face. And then, again, have questions that pertain to your question, to your audience, your topic. All right, friends, thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate the light and boat, the spider witch. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Um, Let me know if there's any other questions that you want me to cover. I had a whole list. You guys gave me a lot of questions to cover. So I so appreciate the engagement today. Let me know if there's anything. Thank you for becoming a fan club. Appreciate your friend. So I'm not going to come back at my 4 o'clock today because I'm going to do some little daddy time. Daddy time, my hubby time. Spending time with him and my in-laws are here. I want to definitely have some questions to ask. The post sounds good too. Thanks again. You're welcome. You're welcome. You are so welcome. Um, Thank you for noticing that I'm here. You have a lot of great information. Look at you, friend. I noticed the spider witch, the spider witch 7. I love it. Thank you so much for coming in and engaging. I appreciate it. Yes, appreciate you all. Nika, let me see, Nika Grace, what did you say, friend? Thank you for your encouragement. It helps. You're welcome, friend. I'm waiting for you to go live. Keep me posted. Where are the screens when you go live? You can press to do a Q&A. You know what? Let's do it real quick. We'll do it before I leave. Okay, bye, Luna. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. How many times do you post live without what's recommended? Say that again. How many times? How many times do you post live? What's recommended? Do I post live? When you talking about my post in general, I try to post content. The past couple weeks, I've been averaging like once or twice a week, only because my algorithm has been kind of acting weird, so I've been giving it a little break. So I paused on posting so frequently. If that's what you're asking, I just posted last week. I'm gonna post again today or tomorrow. But when it comes to going live, I go live twice a day. So I do 10 a.m. and I do 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm on the East Coast. I'm in Orlando, Florida. So I go 10 a day and 10 twice a day. And then I do my shop page, which makes it long days on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday because I go live there too. And then YouTube, I co-stream. Hello, my YouTube friends. I co-stream over there. So I'm more of a live person in general, experimenting with my buttons while you're at it. Yes, that's it. Keep experimenting. Thank you all who are coming in. I appreciate all the support. Good day to you all. Thank you so much. So really quickly, let's see. We'll do, this is a Q&A. Let's see. So what's the best advice for men? Ooh, discuss with viewers. Let's see. Best advice with men. It is Father's Day, huh? I should have kept that question. I was like, I don't know how to answer that. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? I don't know where. Why did it get cut off? I can't see that full question. Thank you for the daily heart, my friend. Appreciate it. So TikTok gives you the questions, or can you pick your own? It gives you questions. It's like a little dice. So do you guys see the questions? Let me know if you see it. I entered at level 2 and level 5. Look at you, friend. Why can't I see all the questions? Why is that not popping up for me fully? Yes, we see them. Okay. Yes, I do see it. Okay. Do you guys see the whole question? Why can't I see the whole question? You said I would live in Dubai. I love it. I went to Dubai like 2 years ago. We did a little spring break trip, my husband and I. I loved it. I need to go back because we actually did Dubai and did like a 24-hour trip to Egypt. We caught a plane and hopped over to Egypt. It was like a 2.5-hour plane ride. So we went over there just so we can say we was, hit both continents at the same time. That's both countries. And so that was fun. It was real fun. But I don't know. But yes. See, yes, I see the whole. It's cut off. I don't know why I can't see the whole question. TikTok has been playing with me lately. I went from 50th and fell in love. Oh, you went to 50 for your 50th? Nice. Nice. I love that. That was a great birthday. My name is Monica. My dad's name is Monty, and my mom's name is Catherine. So I have parts of their names. Oh, oh. So was that the question before it got cut off for me? What was that the question? That was a great question. I'm a combination of my father's name too. So my name is Lisa, but my government name is Al Lisa. So my father was an Allen. So that's what it is. So it's Al Lisa. To be people know that on these TikTok streets, y'all. So y'all hearing the tea. When I'm a host, I can tap and get questions. Yes, you can. Are you coming up with the questions, or are they auto generated? I did not come up with these questions. Like I said, I can't see the whole question either. So this is not really helping me much. Y'all see it, but I don't see the whole question. Because it says, who do you think is the, and it looks like cut. And I don't know if it says cutest. What is the cutest? Where I tapped it. I'm tapping it. It's not showing me the whole question. I'm not sure why. I'm touching the screen. Only thing, if I touch the dice, it'll spin to the next question. Um, I would like to live someplace in Europe. Ooh, ooh. Cutest TikTok creator. Oh, well, I can switch that. Dr. Lisa. Me. What makes you happy? When I don't, let's see, the wing got cut off. I don't know. If I put my parents' name together, my name would be Mesh. I agree with you, Doc. Thank you so much. When are you in a bad mood? When am I in a bad mood? You say I'm never in a bad mood. You said, I don't journaling. Okay, that's what the question is. What makes you happy when journaling and ice cream? Ooh. Hey, Shay Sprays. We just doing some quick trivia. See, I can't see the whole question. So you guys are answering questions. I'm like, what's the question? So it's like for me, charades. And I'm like, wait a minute. What question's being asked? What makes you happy when you're in a bad mood is the question. Oh. Oh. Mm. Mm. Interesting. I love it. I think everyone should try this. Doing their live. This is fun. This is food, cooking, and being left alone. Oh, Lucia, I think that's true for me too. I agree. I agree. I think that's my answer. Oh, when I'm in a bad mood, I do need space. I do. I do. I need some space, and I need to eat. I need to eat something good that I'm like really gonna enjoy. Yeah, that's true. That's a good one. That's a good one. Let's see. Let's see. Got cut off. I don't see the question. What do you find for first? What do you look for first? In what's the in what? In a person? In a pet? In a live stream? What's the end? I don't know the answer. I don't know what the question is. First, in a friend. A friend. Okay. Ew, interesting. In a friend. So you guys are helping me. See, this is engagement. This is engagement. So this is a good tactic, TikTok. I see you, TikTok. Now people got to give you the rest of the answer as a live host. I love that. Yeah, this is fun. TikTok is real sly because y'all wouldn't have been commenting if I'm just reading questions. Y'all got to tell me what the rest of the question says. Like that, TikTok. I need someone that can laugh at themselves. Ooh, I like that. Empathy and connection. That's a good one. Loyalty. You know what? I don't know if I feel the same about loyalty anymore. Interesting, because I had a friendship that I ended, and it was because in their mind loyalty was that you had to do everything they wanted you to do. That's not loyalty to me. I don't think I agree with that. I think I need somebody who is going to, be able to take feedback and critique, as well as someone who is emotionally intelligent and mature at times too. So that's kind of what I would say. I want that in a friend. Somebody who you can have some good conversations with, some good laughs, but also they know that they're grown adults. And they don't have to do childish things anymore. A good engager can hold a mature conversation. That's it. That's it. Yeah. That's not loyalty. Yeah. I think people have different definitions of loyalty. Yes, loyalty is number one, and acceptance is also one. Yeah. You know what? Here's what my experience with loyalty was, though, and this is where I love Dr. Lisa. How you doing, spiritual? Here's what happened, and I guess I'll just use this as a quick example. They wanted me to agree with them when they were behaving badly, and I was like, "You're just not gonna have me just sit up there and behave badly with you, and you're and what you're doing is inappropriate. That's not how I operate." And so I think they thought I wasn't loyal because I didn't side with them and their bad behavior. And that I was like, okay, facts, yeah. And that I was like, you know what, this person is not mature enough to for me to engage in other outings and stuff because their emotional intelligence is a different is at a different level. We're not on the same level. Hard for someone to meet that need when someone else's definition of loyalty is different. Yes, where am I? Where am I now? I need people who are emotionally mature. Yep, that's it. That's where I'm at, Julia. I think you celebrated your 50th. I'll be 50 next year. I think you get to that point, especially when you have like, I have my young adults around me and their questions and comments and stuff. I was like, ooh, we different levels of maturity, but emotional maturity. And so I think that's where that situation for me and this friend, I was like, I need space. And my husband saw it a long time ago. He knew I was, thinking and operating differently. And he was like, yeah, they're not on the same level. So let's go to the next question real quick. Can you help me get to 10K? What is this? 10K followers? What does it say, y'all? 10K what, dollars? My mother was so accepting of my decisions, but was gently directing me. Ooh, I love that. I love that. Oh, where am I now? Yeah, that's all it says. Can you help me get to 10K? Oh, 10K, and you fill in the blank, huh? 10K, interesting. That's interesting. Interesting. What do y'all think? Should I move on? I'm gonna move on. Okay, what do you say to yourself? What does that say? What do you say to yourself when? When what? When you what? Tell me what it says, y'all. Yes, move on. What do you say to yourself when? When what? I'll do a couple more before I leave. You guys got me playing with the trivia. To motivate yourself. Ooh, to motivate yourself. Ooh. It's kind of what I say here. I say it all the time. 10K bananas, Lamborghinis, ha ha ha. Yes, like exactly. What 10K? 10K what? I say it all the time here, y'all. Let me hear what y'all say first. I'm gonna say what y'all say because I'm not gonna say what I say because this is where I have to do pep talks to myself at times too. What do you say to keep yourself motivated? To motivate yourself. What do you say? Any good sayings? I sing. Ooh, nice. Nice. Are you singing a particular song? The one thing I say to myself, I love this question. What motivates people? Love it. Yes. What do I say to motivate myself? So here's what I say. First of all, I say practice makes progress. You guys know I say that all the time. Practice makes progress. Practice makes progress. Gotta keep doing it because the times when I'm like, okay, I won't feel like I'm doing it. Practice makes progress. I'm gonna get better. Practice makes progress. Other thing I say to myself when I'm doing this, comparison is the thief of all joy. Comparison is the thief of all joy. I say that all the time because I don't want to compare myself to other people, other creators, other live hosts, other numbers. I just say, practice makes progress. So you got to show up. You got to keep doing it. You're going to get better. And if you're comparing yourself to other things, you're going to feel possibly defeated. Greetings. Possibly a little discouraged. Because you're like, I'm not like them. They're awesome. No. That's not true. So I even say that to myself. You say yes. So I say practice makes progress. I say that to myself because I know as I do it And I was a student athlete, so I guess for me seeing that, it really is obviously the truth. It is. It's where I say, okay, if I'm gonna get better at something, you got to show up. You got to practice it. You got to understand that that's how you improve. Now you're not searching for perfection. There's going to be other things that you may have to do to get to that level where you've mastered it. But at the end of the day, you keep showing up and getting better every day. And then when you start looking around and comparing yourself to other people, I don't think it's a bad thing to see if there are other creators and other people that are doing things that may be inspiration or encouraging. Don't get me wrong. But I think when you get to the point where you're like, oh, wow, I'm not like them. I shouldn't do this. Like, why continue? You know, when you get to that point where that little part of your brain is talking to you, that negativity, comparison's the thief of all joy. That's not your story. That's not your lane. You don't know how they did it, how they got there. That's not what you're going to be focused on. You need to focus on you. Stay in your lane. My other track analogy: stay in your lane. I am called, appointed, blessed, but I can rest when needed to. There we go, friend. I love that one. Ooh. All right. Being inspired by it is different than comparison. Yes, it is. Yeah. You can be inspired, but don't compare yourself. We'll do one more. Let's see. Let's see, friends. Okay, now it's cut off for me again. When was the last time you. What did I do? When was the last time you. What is the you? When was the last time you cried and why? Ooh. TikTok. That was deep. Hey, Harvey. TikTok, you just changed the mood in the room. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Let me see. Oh my gosh. I can't think of a good one. Well, let me take that back. I cried recently. It was a happy tear. Why was it happy? I was watching social media. I can't remember the story though. I remember crying. I cried yesterday because I didn't feel heard. Oh gosh. And that had me feeling alone. Oh wow. That was, yeah. Wow. Interesting. I'm not a crier. I have to be honest with you. I think I cry when I feel emotionally touched and moved. I think that's when I cry. Like if I'm watching TV, if I see somebody on social media. I can't remember what was the post though. It was happy tears though. I think it was like a celebration of some sort. And I was like, oh, that was so moving. So I think that's what it was. I can't remember though. Isn't that sad that I don't remember, but I remember wiping away tears at the end of 1923. Is that a movie? Is that a movie? Let me know. Yesterday because I was praying about my son. There we go. That's a good one. Yeah, wow. Gotta pray about these kids. Gotta pray about these kids, yeah. Wow. This is fun. Should end this way every morning. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Should end it. So go live, just do trivia with everybody in the room. That's sweet. I thought I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Sometimes I'm rushing, so I gotta make sure I'm able to fit it in. But this is awesome. I love, and like I said, maybe it's a good thing that TikTok doesn't let me see the question, so you guys have to tell me what the question is. Um, but it's a series. It is very fun ride. Oh, series on what show? Tell me, what's on what network? So helpful to have come across this live. You're welcome, Mama P. I appreciate you being here. Last Sunday at church doing sermon. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, yeah, sermons always get me. Mm. Great live tip to help people get their audience engaged. It is. It is. Thank you for doing this. Telling me about the sneaker race. I hadn't done it. I've done. I did it once. It was at night when I came on live. I was like, let's do some trivia, and that's what I ended up doing. We ended up doing just like this. I think it's on Paramount Plus or Disney Plus, something like. Okay. I'm gonna look at it. I got Disney. I don't think I have Paramount. Or maybe I do have Paramount and Disney. Maybe I have both of those. I don't think I have Peacock. I think that's what we don't have. I think we have Paramount and Disney. So I'll take a look. That's good. 1923. All right, good friends. I appreciate you all. Let me know if you have questions. Like I said, I'm around. I'm in these TikTok streets. I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. and at 4 p.m. I'm not going to do my 4 o'clock today. If you want to ring the bell in my profile, you're more than welcome to. If you click my profile picture once, my mini profile pops up. If you click my picture again, my primary profile shows up, my main profile. Thank you so much, D. I see you all. Appreciate you, D. And then you can click the bell in the right corner to know when look at you. You leveled up. Look at you, Fred. Graduate. Appreciate you, Fred. Thank you so much for being here. You can click that bell, and then you can click the when I go live and when I post content. I'm gonna try to post some content today. I've been saying I need to post. I need to post. I do need to post. So I need to sit down and post something. Maybe I'll do that during my downtime today. Thank you so much all who are coming in. Congrats on the level up. Yes, look at there. You guys are awesome. Leveling up in the room. And then if you want to go into my bio and look at my stand store, somebody asked about appointments earlier. You can schedule whatever you need, and there's some other stuff in there too. So feel free to grab it, especially for my new live host. There's a 3-page checklist on what you should be doing before your live, during your live, and after your live. And then if you are somebody, yes, definitely collect your points. So click your daily Heart Me Again and collect those points. And then if you're somebody who don't know your topic, your target audience, or your niche, or even need an intro script, I have a ChatGPT guide that you can grab, and it'll walk you through. I got about 20 different prompts that you can use to create all that. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. No shop today, right? No shop today. No shop today. I'm going to be back Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I got some homework because I got to figure out these supplements. I got to promote them. So I was doing tech products for my beginners, my newbies who are doing content creation on live hosts. So that stuff is in my storefront at Dr. Lisa Shops. Definitely go by and get whatever you need. But I'm gonna do supplements next week. I'm gonna have to. So just gotta get my work done, get my homework in on how to talk about them. Because TikTok is really strict about what you can say and not say in terms of extreme claims and stuff about how the products perform in that way. So you gotta be careful about your language. So I'm gonna have to work through it and make sure I do not get in trouble with TikTok. All right, good friends, I appreciate you all so much. I will keep you posted on anything else that I'm doing as I go live tomorrow. And I'm gonna send out some stuff for some of my people who are in my Instagram group chat, or some people like Nika Grace and Graduate. I'm looking for reviews because I'm trying to build out a web page. So I want to put some reviews on there too. So I will be reaching out to some of you all who are been around and been hanging out with me. And if you want to do a review, send me a review and just say, Dr. Lisa, I will do a review for you. And I appreciate that. All right, friends, take care. Thank you so much. All right, bye-bye. Hello, friends. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking the live and looking at the live. I appreciate everybody who has joined today. And I am going to be back tomorrow at 10. So feel free to go into my profile, click my stand store if you need anything from that. Josie, thank you for joining. If you need anything from my storefront, you're welcome to grab products there and one-on-one consultations as well. All right, take care. Bye-bye.